Trixie says hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Wants attention.
And I think we're live.
And we're good.
Timing.
Hi. So, welcome back to Reigns of Misrule, a Dragon Heist-inspired campaign. Inspired because we are a little off rails, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Hello.
Our soundtrack again today will be provided by Sirenscape. For about $15 a month, you get a huge selection of sounds and ambient music to play for a game. It's awesome. It's royalty-free. Not royalty-free. Sorry, wrong term. You can use it on your stuff as long as you are doing what I do. Give them a shout out and put a link somewhere in the description above.
I think
Scott.
it's usually above Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure where I am in comparison to Scott.
You're top left, I'm top right corner, and it's above me.
Okay, so.
For you, the title of the show is above your head.
Yeah. So, whichever direction, because sometimes the stream is inverted to us and stuff like that. But anyway. So, welcome back. Any other pre-game announcements before we give us an apps and get in?
Cow.
How are you? Don't think so.
No? Okay. So, last week, everyone helped Aya's character find her body, and through the grace of Millie, she got Millie. I really gotta learn how to pronounce those guys' names.
Good old Millie.
Yeah. So through him, she has been brought back almost 200, 300 years later after her untimely death. So it's going to be a little bit of a culture shock for her. Everyone else, through the grace of helping a wandering soul, found old coins that just so happened to be exactly enough to cover their expenses.
That's so convenient.
Yes.
The gods work in mysterious ways.
Pistachios, everyone. So, we come back to our story with everyone at the end, basically starting from last time. Is there anything...
What?
It was this kid. Don't worry.
Okay. I was like, I don't remember that on the soundtrack. So,
You know,
unless there's major stuff you want to do, I'm going to fast forward the timeline some so that we can actually get past our first 10-day, because all this has been within 1 10-day.
It's been like, what, 5 days, I think?
I was
I don't have the calendar up.
I do. It's
Something like that, yeah.
6 days.
6 days.
The entire campaign
It's not
so
even
far
been a real life
has
week.
been 6 days.
What
Mhm.
episode is
Goodness
this?
gracious.
This is episode 6.
So we're right on track.
Episode
Is this
one,
episode 6, episode
another
7?
90 days, 90 episodes. We're golden. We're golden.
Yeah,
In about 100 episodes,
right on
we
track.
get to the next part of the campaign.
I was debating on putting episode 6, episode 7.
Well,
Anyway.
anyway, I did actually put that as the title if you saw it.
Oh, that's great. The for our 10-day break or whatever, where we're just getting ready and with the gold and stuff. Patience, one morning, Patience is like, I'm gonna go to church. And he leaves in the morning.
Okay, if you go to fucking Fight Club after saying you're going to church, I swear to God.
Do you follow,
Just
do you
sitting
follow
on,
him?
on the bar, like staring at him with like a cup of coffee, and she's just like,
The day you leave would be, we're going to fast forward to Harvesttide, and that'd be the day you're heading towards the church. That's 3 days past. The plumbing has been done. Your
Ooh,
plumbing is finished now.
Finally.
Nice.
"Fuck his plumbing."
I mean, I hope the church has that too, because holy shit.
Oh.
So,
Too long for that. Damn it.
Hey, I'm the bard. I make the puns around here.
Okay.
You say so.
Exclusive pun rights.
Yeah, that's okay. I know how to share.
Sorry, I'm not part of the puns guild. I'm sorry.
He didn't pay the pun license.
There should be a puns guild. There should be a
Well-
puns guild.
I mean, if you don't, you're gonna get punished.
Ah, what's that? -1 inspiration point. Huh, weird.
You suddenly get hit by a bag of nails from nowhere. What?
Oh,
Just
cool, free
random-
nails.
Random tomatoes. Just
But
Piano hits you in the head.
does anyone follow me going to church?
Church?
what church
mean-
are you up to?
If you're literally going to a
Did
church,
you,
then
come
yeah.
into the room and say you're going to church, or you just like left?
I mean,
Kevin,
he said he announced it.
yeah, he literally announced it. Like anyone who's downstairs, he's like, "I'm going to church," and he just leaves.
What church?
Kevin, what was the church you said he could go to? Was that the
Halls of
one.
Justice.
Halls of
Just the
Justice?
one?
He's like, "Oh, I'm just going to the Halls of Justice."
What god is there?
Tier. I mean, might also call him Tyre. but I
This
call him
seems
I mean, he's not really my
weird
god.
for a
Tyr. God of Justice.
devilly boy to go to church. Although,
Take me to
I mean, don't
church.
judge. Racist.
Yeah, really. That was.
Hey,
she's 200 years old. What do you expect? She's never seen anything like Patience, okay?
That's fair.
He's quite an
I mean,
anomaly because for you, devils would probably like just burn in holy fire within 100 feet of the church.
You got the Captain
Claire probably
America
thinks it'd be fun
notebook.
to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, devils can go to church now. Got it.
Okay. I think Violet will go with you.
Alright.
He,
So,
he actually goes to the Hall of Justice.
Halls of Justice. Remember, there's an S because this is not where the Super Friends are.
Ah,
Bummer.
okay.
They're the sort of awesome acquaintances.
So you walk in and you see a couple of clerics, priests, lay worshippers. One approaches you, Patience, and it's like, we've been expecting you.
Oh, Verm told you about me?
Who? Anyway,
Private message. He's like, okay, and then he goes to do the prayer stuff, and somehow he just seems to know how to do the correct prayers and rituals and all that.
well, they take you to a side room. And they're like,
Oh.
Oh no.
This is the dirty church.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just got diverted in the middle of a church. Oh.
Am I being like left out of this? Are they like just like, no, you can't follow?
oh, I thought you said Verm, as in the retroverse character.
That's what I heard
thought.
too.
I
I
was
thought,
like,
wait a
what?
minute, what was that?
I know, that's why I was confused.
I actually, you know,
There.
if he was a god, Patience actually probably would worship him. I'm not gonna lie.
So,
There. Hey, we might get there. Maybe Retroverse comes before actual D&D.
I mean,
Yeah,
his,
that's right. All of D&D is a post-apocalyptic hellscape.
Yeah, there you go.
he's got a sickle that totally looks like something that Verm would have as part of one of his morph weapons. So it's whatever.
thanks. Yeah, so Violet walks in with Patience. Guy's like, Patience, we've been expecting you. Follow me. And they kind of lead him to the side, and you're just kind of like,
Stand there awkwardly.
I'm like looking at Patience, wondering like, is this what you wanted?
He complies with it all. He seems surprisingly very calm.
Okay, I'll just take a walk around the halls then, I guess. And wait for him to get beaten up.
It's like a mom taking your kid to soccer practice. It's like, all right,
Yep.
you go have fun with your friends.
It turns out one of the head priests is actually part of that fight club.
now the Halls of Justice is the Temple of Tyr, so there's plenty of law and legal books and training facilities. So Violet probably isn't standing out too much considering your watch and everything, so you got a pretty good relationship with this church.
I'll probably chat up someone in the meantime while waiting.
Yeah. So patience. They lead you to a small side room. And it's like, you may enter. When you're done, just close the door behind you.
Thank you.
And as you enter, the room lights up, and you see a orb come down, and it goes, "Please state the date of your spiritual emergency." Oh, you. You can call me Issa, emergency spiritual advisor. Viren sent me.
Oh, hi.
Hello. He's busy doing other things. So how can I help you?
Just wanted to give my thanks, is all.
Oh, cool. You got everything you need, right?
Mm-hmm. We could say coincidentally he goes and buys whatever incense he needs. How much would that be? Hopefully not. It's not like ceremony levels because I don't have that amount of gold.
They have some on the side for people to use.
Okay. Being a warlock, like his magic and stuff, it just seems innate. Like he got the knowledge from an outside source, and he just does the ritual prayer.
So it's essentially, got any spiritual needs you need covered?
Yes, I do not know what form of weapon I should take.
There's a lot. Do you prefer to use a shield? No?
Thinking something more slashy.
Slashy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Sickle. Sword. Long sword. That's the holy sword of, or what Tyre uses. Tyr.
I would like to think he uses the same kind of sword, so he'll probably go with that.
Mm-hmm. Varian uses a long sword, sometimes a spear. He uses whatever he really needs when it comes around. And it's not that he doesn't care about their packs and everything. It's just he's one individual, big lanes, got a lot of stuff to do. Yeah. So they send us and help you out for your spiritual emergencies.
Okay, thanks. And we won't go through the little nitty-gritty details of the whatever Bible chant he does or whatever.
Oh, it's like, remember, just because Tyr's missing a hand and eye doesn't mean you have to.
Meanwhile, Vecna laughs in the distance.
Fuck Kaz.
Mass killings of canaries throughout the entire world. No one knows why.
Anything else people want to do? Because today is harvest tide. I moved forward some. This is the heralds the coming fall. So basically, this is the vernal equinox. Fall is like full boom and everything.
And what's the celebration like? Is there any specific thing people do on these days?
Okay.
Let's see.
I have the wiki up as well. If you'd like me to read that.
Meanwhile, Clara's just gonna try to ask Rogh or Thana if they can explain plumbing to her.
Whoops, wrong thing to copy.
So somebody's going to explain the she-shells to you?
Yeah. I didn't use the seashells.
Yeah, Rogh will take her around and explain the use and function of all of the last 200 years that she's out on. And just completely unabashedly, too.
Oh, shit. This day's awesome.
Kevin, what was the name of your cleric in our little one-shot for Poison Pot Press?
Oh, Gustav.
Ghostak, yeah.
Oh, hey. What are you doing here?
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, so do you want me to read from it?
Yeah, if you want to,
Okay. Preparations for a feast start as early as a 10-day before, while prepping, cooking, and preserving for the harvest for the cold winter months. Traditions vary from community to community, but examples of festive activities include food-related contests, races, and challenges of skill and strength, receiving homemade sweets from the local clergy, and priests blessing larders, wine cellars, grain bins, and food preserves. Also, apparently, it's an important anniversary for various governments. A lot of times, taxes and tithes come due on this day.
Oh no.
Does the watch call me off, maybe?
This is actually important. According to tradition, dwarves only drink water today. Yeah, I'm going to be hungover, like, super uncomfortable all day.
Oh, no.
Angry sober.
Can you wait, is it
Just,
just
like, have the
water
big
or...
No, just water, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, like, they can still eat, but they don't drink any booze.
Wow, that's deep.
And Clara's gonna try to make you like a hangover, like food.
Well, she was probably already up at like 4 a.m. making like this ancient sausage recipe that her uncle taught her.
I could try and use lay on hands in the morning to make you feel better.
Lay on Advil.
I cure your disease of alcoholism.
For one day.
Doesn't that break your power at all if you do that?
Maybe.
Doesn't that break your power if you do that? Curing your alcoholism?
Technically, no. It's not actually like I don't have to drink for
You don't have to be drunk. You just have to act like it.
Yeah.
Maybe this is part of the monasteric training. It's like the final part of your training. It's a day of
to do
sobriety.
without it and see how well you can function without it.
And Violet's just like, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, kid.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like stuffing meat into sausage casings.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Like bloodshot eyes.
Because the harvest tide stuff, and though your place isn't completely finished, something you could do is allow the community to essentially utilize your facilities for people to like put their pies on the tables and all that kind of stuff. Basically use you as a semi-feast hall.
Yeah, we do have the biggest open area with tables and everything in the neighborhood. We could have like a big community harvest type.
Yeah, question. Is our kitchen functional?
I mean, I'm sure it must be.
Well, the plumbing just got done.
Yeah, essentially what they're really
several
working
days.
on.
We probably got an order from Aurora's of all of the various tools that we need.
Because you have about 5-ish days before everything's completed. They finished the bottom, which is where the business part is, and now they're working on the top portion carpentry wise. This mainly the repairs and stuff. So your area still getting work on, but the entirety of the bottom floor is essentially ready to go.
I imagine
Could use some more decor, some paintings on the wall.
Well, that's what I was thinking about bringing, since I have the whole family working in clothes and textiles. I could bring like tapestries in. So theoretically, we could like soft open today.
Yeah.
Like, what about we do like a free-for-all feast? Like, everyone can come in and have like a nice lunch for today's celebration. Or...
Do you want to just like do like a flat ticket price? Just get a...
No, I was more thinking like, I don't know, either like no price or like a really low price.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure like other people are gonna bring food.
Yeah, so like do potluck style where we're like, yeah, we're gonna put out some money for it. But the benefits is that this hopefully will pay off and people remember us when we do actually do the actual open.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that we don't have to charge or anything.
Oh,
Yeah. Say that again.
Clara, would you like to set up a bandstand? Do some singing for the audience?
I would love to. I haven't sung in 200 years, but like...
Little rusty. You got that little...
You can see... You can see Violet like hanging up those red curtains on the tiny stage. Like, I mean, it's ready.
Like, I can only afford the dish towel size one at the moment. The other ones are coming in.
It's just a little like flurry thing on the top. I can't remember what it's called. You know, there used to be like a giant orc head on the wall to scare off anybody.
Oh shit! Have we got the
Oh yeah, the troll skull back from Patience' cousin.
yet?
You mean Troskull?
I feel like it would be a little weird now, considering there is but like.
I think it was a troll skull in the past.
Not an orc skull.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's not the same.
I mean, it's okay. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Claire's not
I'm an
necessarily
idiot.
like
Okay.
she doesn't
I
know
just
what
imagine like you're saying this end game to the orc without even comprehending. It's like we used to have orc skulls covering the wall.
I mean, probably.
I'm so sorry.
Just like, I'm sorry. I'm still not used to this. You guys are weird. I apologize. I'm gonna try and do better.
Like, I understand, but at the same time, I've never seen a troll in evening attire. But you're from another time, I guess.
Well, they used to pillage and kill people like all the time.
But
I'm
the
just saying, it's
troll
like
skull is
Behind
finished.
behind her, I'm just like miming that I have a shovel and I'm digging a hole.
And you're a dwarf, so you're really good at this one.
Yeah.
that seems racist.
Well, not if Vanna's doing it to herself.
It's not racist if it's Vanna.
That's fair.
Not racist when we do it. It's our word.
Shovel is our word. Oh boy.
But yeah, like, listen, I don't listen. You're great. I'm
Clara,
sorry,
it's
I
fine.
know.
Claire away by the elbow and say, "Let's go. Let's go put together our set list."
Think of it evening's
I'm
entertainment. Yes.
just going to lead the entire thing out the window, and we're gonna move along.
There is a group of halflings that are you've seen them around town or around the neighborhood. They play music, a lot of street level stuff. That they'd be willing to come and help entertain too, so that you
Actually have the opportunity to take a break and eat.
Yeah,
just something about food. People like it.
yeah. Keeps you
I mean,
going.
band.
I'll serve them food in return if they're interested.
They're halflings.
Now, speaking
That's
of prejudice and things, let's talk about how hobbits are not always hungry. Sometimes they're thirsty too.
Yeah, they don't have that new booze restriction.
It comes in pints.
Oh, apparently elves only drink dew this day as well.
Drink dew, like
Yeah.
Mountain Dew.
Lathander's
Oh,
too, please.
Not sponsored.
Thank you. We all went the same place mentally, I think.
They're just like elves, and they got like flat brimmed hats, and they're sideways, and they're just skateboarding down the streets.
And they got those little
Is Rudy
slap
gonna be a
view
part of this,
sunglasses.
or like?
See, I'm just imagining a game where elf like, I got you, I shot you in the head, you cheater, and drink one. beer.
Yo, what up? It's me, L'Oreal. Subscribe to my Witch Prime.
L'Oreal. His name is L'Oreal, and he's got just the best guy liner,
Yeah, no, he's got like super long, flowy, perfect hair.
like they always have.
Did you say which prime?
Yeah, Witch Prime.
Yeah.
Have you seen the battle playgrounds that they did for Acquisitions Incorporated?
Which time?
They had a witch streamer with them.
I'm dying.
DC did that too.
There's a floating eyeball, and it's their webcam.
We're really putting the Misrule and reign of Misrule here. You realize?
Yeah, definitely.
We're not even on that holiday yet.
I know. It's on the side. We're way ahead of schedule.
2 sessions later.
I'm sorry.
As you guys are prepping and stuff, a individual comes up to you. He's dead-eyed, slack-jawed. He's just like, who's the owner of the establishment?
We are?
I'm
Those idiots.
My name's Justin Rask.
Hi.
Yeah, I got the meat.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I will retrieve the coinage and pay him wherever I don't know where our lockbox is.
Well, the money is with Violet since she can protect it.
That's fair.
Talking about racist. And she's like, she was like busy or like fixing up like 2 tiny cushions in a corner, like interior designing, and she turns around. Yeah, here comes the money.
Now, as you guys are going, because you're just kind of like, hey, we got money, you realize your guild fees cover delivery. But he's like, delivery charge. Go on.
Hey, buddy. You're asking more than we already gave you?
Hey, I work hard. I gotta pull this cart around all of Waterdeep.
We already paid you, sir. Leave before I get angry.
Clara, it's fine. This person is just asking for their money.
They already have their money. I'm not paying an extra cent.
You're that angry grandma.
Yeah, no,
it takes no shit.
Yeah, Rogh is intrigued by this new facet of his new friend's personality, so very definitely appreciating the zero bullshit tolerance levels here.
I'll roll for intimidation.
Oh boy! Like, fine. Maybe next time to meet will be somebody you know. And just start.
All right.
No. Sir. I'm gonna throw a companionable arm around the guy's shoulder, and I'm gonna lean in real close, and I'm gonna whisper to him, "You know, lad, it might not be the wisest thing in the world to threaten potential business clients with a member of the Watch right next to you. They want to think about your choices in life a little harder next time."
Oh, you feel threatened by me? Good.
I'm going to give him a little bit of a tighter squeeze. That's going to indicate that we know exactly where to find him and how best to dismember him. And yeah, he can say. You got to understand, he's a bard. He can say a lot with a little.
No, wait. Actually, good point. If he's actually threatening to murder someone, Violet is gonna go over and apprehend him. And she's like, "Guys, I'm sorry. I'll be back in 30 minutes," and she's gonna bring him to the watch.
I'm just gonna cheerfully wave bye-bye to the guy.
Yeah, bye, fucker.
And I was gonna pay him. Was the worst part, but he fucked up.
Listen, Clara takes no shits.
That's a good trait, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's essentially just going to get a slap on the wrist because the guild kind of helps him out.
His problem.
Especially considering he's still got a delivery to do. He got a cart full of people's meat.
That's now in the street.
Well, now hang on. People's meat or people meat?
The meat of different businesses in the area. And
did we get the name of this guy? Was it Hannibal?
Bull?
Yeah. It was
the meat people.
Justin Rask.
Justin Rask.
Justin with a Y.
Oh.
Vola won't admit it, but he wrote a book about his technique, and it was To Serve Man. It's one of the few books Vola has not put his name on.
Oh, Justin's going to the watch and to get interrogated, but by someone else probably, just because I'm not on clock.
Patience finishes his morning prayers after this happens, and he comes downstairs. He's been acting really weird for the past few days. He actually is singing church choir chants. That's what worshippers do for prayer.
You just got your subclass. That's what I'm God fucking slow.
He's singing the
awakening.
Here, as we kill the evildoers and cut their heads off.
Our poor rando who's walking out just sees this devil man come down those stairs talking about cutting the heads off of evildoers.
Devil boy, what are you doing? What is with you?
Oh, I was just I don't know why, but I've just been feeling a little more studious lately.
Yeah, I've noticed you've gotten very devout of late. It's a nice change, I must say. Points to you, lad.
Weird.
You also notice he now has a black glove on his right hand.
You sure you want the black one and not the purple one from Zubloff?
Or the sparkly
I
white
would
Yeah,
prefer.
I was gonna say.
Patience would like that, but it's strict ruling for the Church of Tyr for it to be a black glove. To represent a loss of hand.
Can we bedazzle it?
So, anyone else doing much? Because if not, we will close in with the kind of feast for the evening, where people coming in, bringing stuff.
I was going to go see if I could have a couple of invitations printed up so that people in the neighborhood actually know.
I'm going to head over to the college and see if I can find myself some good stories to tell or some good songs to sing for the Harvesttide.
Patience goes to get his morning ice cream and coffee.
Oh boy.
I'll invite
go
Clara
in and essentially
I
they
would
have
go
a
with
rating
you.
for you.
She's like this ice cream thing. Man, I love it.
That's for
I guess Violet is busy doing interior decorating all morning.
Interrogating and interior decorating. That's a great day. I guess I'll go with them for coffee and ice cream first and then go to the college.
And New Unknown.
I'll invite Clara to go along to the college, the Bard College, if she wants to go.
The one thing I will say is that Rouge would probably notice that the closer they get to the date, the more like Clara just wants to like ignore it and is really awkwardly like not want to talk about the set.
Yeah, so at New Ulm, there's a bit of a line because a lot of bards are coming for inspiration and stuff. You can tell the new people from the old and stuff because you have that one bard who's just kind of like, I got like 2 hours. I'll whip something up in a few moments. It's not that bad. And then you got the new guy who's like, I get 40 drafts. I don't know if it's good enough.
Oh man, our student feels right there. Yes.
Yeah. So you can tell the seniors from the freshmen. And you know the person just walking around in like slippers and a robe. It's just like never too early.
The freshies are like, should I have a quiet opening or a loud opening? I don't know what to do for the song.
Rourke's gonna lean over and he's gonna pat the young one on the head and says, "Remember, lad, you got to start strong, you got to finish strong. Oh, and the middle's got to be strong too. Basically, just be strong all the way through."
Oh God, he's gonna be like a band who thinks playing loud is playing good.
No.
Oh, like children singing in a church event. Oh God, those are the worst.
Yeah.
Sing, Jesus loves you being loud. No, he don't. Nobody loves your singing.
Ouch.
Thanks.
There's a difference between singing and yelling.
Yeah. So, at the you get the stuff you need. The couple more harvesty songs and stuff. Some stories of like one about a bunch of people who saved a village from a walking gourd.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Stuff like that.
What about a legend of a phoenix at that same place, maybe?
He seriously was the most badass one there. Damn.
They didn't give the epic sermon though.
It's true.
Yeah, I still think the cleric took the cake on that one.
It's fucking awesome.
No, sorry, took the pumpkin pie on that one.
Yeah, go watch our playthrough of
Serving the squaws.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's on YouTube.
Hashtag shameless plug. Anyway, so Patience will probably join the bard when he's going to check out all these songs and stuff. He's just like staying in the back observing. He's not trying to make his own song or anything.
No, I was going to say, is he like still humming hymnals and things?
No.
Oh, I was going to say because you might be able to get a little an audience there.
He has decent not persuasion. He has decent charisma, but he does not have proficiency in performance, so he's not.
Yeah, Clara will not go there. She will like stay with Violet and like try to figure out like where to put the couch.
A little bit to the left. No, too much.
Like,
Why do we even have this?
How beefy is Clara? Is she like hurts beefy or
what?
is she like hurts beefy or like what's her strength?
Yeah, she's about as beefy as Hertz.
Okay.
But like stats wise, I think she's like actually like way bigger than Hertz is.
Yeah, I thought like given your artwork, she looked really statuesque, but I couldn't tell if it was just the clothes.
No, she's like
wearing, period
she's like a big beefy lady. She's like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, you're literally like barely almost up to Violet and just as beefy. So
yeah, I would make her beefier, but I also want her to be a bard. So.
College of Beef.
College of Beef.
Where's the beef?
That's the College of Swords, man.
She is the College of Swords.
A strength
really?
bard.
That's awesome.
I feel bad for anyone who gets like bounced out of our establishment.
Oh yeah, no, they're super fucked.
There's no trouble happening in our place.
She just like cracks her knuckles and she's just like Omae wa Shinderu. And instead of their head exploding, they just fly out the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Rogh might stop by at the Glazers and put in an inquiry about rotating windows, so that when we fling people through the windows, they just flip, like rotate instead of breaking.
We could big something like that for about 2,000 dragons per window.
Maybe later.
Oh.
So maybe we should have a designated window.
Designated.
Or you open the door.
Nope. Even at this time, the majority of actual windows aren't glass. They are open.
Just open.
Yeah. So you actually have the wooden shutters you have to close. You can spend money on glass. They do have glass. It's not
our place...
uncommon. It's a common thing. It's still expensive enough that the average person probably doesn't have glass windows. This neighborhood, though, most of them have glass windows because they're a lot more affluent.
Do we have glass windows? Or do we
Not anymore.
I thought we talked to the glassmaking guild.
We did talk to the Glazers originally to have things worked on.
My God.
Yeah, things aren't totally finished though.
Okay.
Is there flail snail glass? That's just colored glass, like
not
you
that
have
we
for
can
church
afford
and stuff.
It is so much cheaper to just get stained glass, my dude.
Yeah,
so much cheaper.
This is Scott, not Patience, asking. Like, is there flail snail glass?
Probably very rare and expensive.
I mean, it's water.
Can give you a discount if you don't want it too custom made. One standard model, or that's for you.
With that pricing, Rogh is thinking it's just cheaper to pick up mending and call it a day.
Or like have like Mage Hand open the windows all the time.
Yeah.
Do we got a name for this cow on the street? I think Patience would have found the name for this cow by now.
Oh, there's a bunch of cows coming in and out, so you can name them all the same name, even if they're not the same cow. That's up to you.
Morning, Sue.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can I'm gonna see if I can move my horse Spud to a stable that's actually closer in North Ward.
Did you say his name was Spud?
Yes.
That's lovely. I love it.
We not have like a place he can hang out.
We don't really have a barn attached, and I don't know that we have the money to build one.
Just tie it
don't
up.
even have like
I mean,
one of
it's
those
a
little cardboard
tavern. You would
stables.
think that they would have like a place for horses.
They do, but it's more of a, you know, the Wild West where they had the post outside where we just parked. Yeah.
Right. That's probably not going to be good for like
Long term.
I mean, you could. It will be above and beyond the 1,000, but you could see about building a small offshoot for the horse.
Just put it in the parking garage. It's fine.
I was going to say, it's like we're probably going to have to build a to-do list of like improvements and things that we want to put on the house or the manor.
Mm-hmm.
Incidentally, you could just leave it upstairs and then stay in your room.
Well, it's being renovated right now.
Yeah, somehow I don't think that that's going to go over well.
Why not?
Many reasons.
I mean, you got a spare bedroom somewhere.
Horses,
Horses stink.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna say.
So does
a lot.
Patience.
Wow.
He sweats like brimstone.
I mean, we might stink to horses, so who knows?
Oh, I'm quite certain we do.
This is what starts the horse uprising. Don't don't do this.
Yeah, there's one or two small areas I'm looking at that you could potentially build onto, but yeah. So.
And then I went and I'm going to print out invitations to our high harvest tide feast.
It's probably just easier to spread the word and knock on the doors.
That's
cheaper.
True. Yeah, we'll do that. Who wants to come canvassing with me?
Oh,
I'll
sure.
do it.
I will if you need the assistance.
I would like to see what's around, who left, who's new.
I'm saying you're doing this a couple days before, like that.
That like 4 or 5 window.
To harvest time, so that you'll have plenty of time there.
Patience just
Claire's doing everything to avoid Rouge at this point, so.
Patience has on formal wear. He's just like, "Hello, have you heard of the Church of Tyr?"
I push him away.
I'm kidding. He doesn't actually do that. The only sign he has of like the religious memorabilia is the glove, and that's it.
So, let me get this right. You got a purple vest with a lot of small pockets, a red and black or red and orange flaming scarf, and a black glove.
Now he does. When he gets enough money, he's probably going to switch out a few of those things. He's going to keep purple and blue theme though.
Because I'm just going to be like, you might clash a little at some point if you keep it up.
If he can help it, he won't have the scarf on. But it's getting kind of cold, so he probably has to anyway.
Yeah, Violet probably like told you like 5 times already. Like you have to get that outfit. You have to change it.
It's just like it hurts to look at you, dude.
Please.
I mean, he could still wear his normal default clothes that are underneath all those layers. Just not have the vest on and not have the scarf on.
The shirtless. Yeah.
17 charisma? I mean, he could.
He's also 17, and I don't need that in my life.
I'm sorry, the 200-year-old dead girl. I mean, that's for me.
I like to think he's like, his age is 17, but he looks like someone who's trying to play a 17-year-old. Who's actually like 30.
Little scruggle, yeah.
I don't know if
beard.
Can tieflings get facial hair?
Why not?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, absolutely they can.
I think for him it's just like at most 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, when it comes to appearance for tieflings, aesthetically, I'm a lot more free. Now, like the variant powers, that's different. But just appearance-wise, yeah, if you want a little extra weird shit, it's fine. As long as it's not game-breaking, which it shouldn't be because it's aesthetics.
A cool-looking tiefling, I think, would be a tiefling that comes from a dwarven family. Imagine a shorter, stouter, facial-haired tiefling. But they still got the horns and stuff.
I'm still finding blue in my ear. Sorry.
So, going around to neighbors, giving out invites.
Yeah.
Let's see if anyone interesting enters the door. A lot of people.
Yeah, we might as well just go directly down the street. One group of us start one way and the other group go the other way.
So you essentially want me to go down my list of NPCs and name them and describe them all to you?
Yes.
Oh.
That is a lot of NPC.
You can just name the interesting ones.
Is this going to be the second Dragon Heist game this week, where it's just a list of NPCs we meet? Because I'm fine with that.
Hit the highlights and post the rest in the chat.
I'm fine with that because new NPCs are awesome.
If there's like anybody that's interesting, you know.
Well, depending on when you do it, most of them are probably servants answering the door because people actually have jobs.
Oh, I have actually one that I'm interested in. That astrology lady, the old lady that I think it was the inspector who told me about it, the detective. I want Violet to like visit her and invite her to the feast.
Okay, so that is House 9 on our maps. Anybody got the map up?
I will in the overlay.
Okay.
In just a moment. Boop. GG all of our faces. Would you say it was A9?
Yeah. Should be 9.
Totally not going to use a rubber ducky and hover it over A9 so people know at home.
Oh, it's just a couple doors down from us.
Most things are a couple doors down. It's not the big
fair.
alley.
All right, and there we go. I think everyone gets the picture. So, boop.
So on the outside of her house, like you have the door, and next to it has the symbol of Saloon or Sulune. And you knock, door opens, and you see an elderly woman wearing very immaculate and very well dressed, though little out of date style. You know how older people are; they're maybe a couple seasons out of date.
Claire is like perfect.
Not that.
My dude.
Claire's like, that's some like next generation trendy outfit. What the hell?
Yeah.
And she's just like,
it's like seeing like an old lady in like skater clothes.
Yeah.
She has spectacles. She has her hair is tied back into a very tight bun. Mainly gray hair. There's still some like black through it, like her natural color, but it's basically gone gray at her age. At her feet, you see a small dragon just sitting there looking at you like, what? It's like, can I help you? You need your fortunes told? Need information on the stars, the moon?
Oh, that I didn't know you offer services. I am Violet from House Talmost, from just down the street. Maybe you've heard.
What happened to your family? So.
I was not informed about anything, I presume.
Patience just.
You're not sure what she's talking about.
Patience just slowly turns to Violet.
Patience is here. Hello.
Wait, are we all here or like what's up?
I was thinking we split off, like half of us go one way down the street and the other go the other way.
But this group, so they might have been like, let's split. Half go this way, half go that way. And you all started walking the same direction.
God damn it.
We're not the brightest group.
Speak for yourself, please.
So yeah, maybe you've heard that we are soon going to open an establishment at the old Trollskull Manor, and we're doing a bit of an event today for the holiday, and I was hoping maybe you'd like to come by and have something to bite, hang out with us.
I don't leave the house too often, but I can come by and see what you have. It's been a while since something's been there. Oh, that poor children. Anyway, yeah.
I'd be delighted to have you over.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'll be around later, I guess.
What children?
Oh, there used to be an orphanage there a couple decades ago.
An orphanage, you say?
Yes. I don't know the details, but it didn't go well.
Do I know any stories about this sort of thing? Can I roll a history for that?
Yeah, you don't know anything about Troskull that much. It's like so much history, so gross, so much together. Most of it wasn't written down or told about because it's like Baltimore City and our murders. You don't hear about all of them because there's a lot that happens every day.
There's just too many murders to keep up with.
Yeah, so there's too much stuff happening at Troskull over the decades to keep track of everything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody there that knows about its history?
Yeah, I was going to say Rogh is probably going to make a mental note to come back here and have some tea with this old lady and get some stories out of her.
God damn it.
I like how Violet, like every second, like not every time, but every second time, I'm definitely getting blocked by my party.
As she closes the door, Violet just turns to Rogh. It's mine, not yours.
Anyway, I do want to ask.
Friends.
I do want to ask. I did not get a letter back from my sister in the meantime. No.
Oh, what was the letter about? Sorry, I so much stuff going on in my head. It was remind me. Sorry.
I wrote a letter to my sister because she was not on the establishment, and I wanted to talk to her about possible issues concerning the family, since I heard from the relative that there's some political struggle and that he's like bribing me for power.
Okay, so yeah, you heard back, and she will meet with you on the 2nd Morpinoff, which is about a day away. She will come down out of because she was off doing family stuff outside the city that she needed to do. Mm-hmm. So, moment she gets back in the city, she will come and talk to you.
Okay, in that case, right now I'm gonna go and ask Ina to go to Talmost's home and quickly check if there's anything going on. Like, hopefully she isn't super obvious.
She's like, cool. And she walks away.
And I never hear from her again, I guess.
She will return, and because, like I said, there's a couple of days where everything's going on here. As far as she can go, other than the typical place in the house that no one's allowed, nothing's going on that's too out of the ordinary.
I mean, maybe the old woman was just
allowed. Just servants aren't allowed, or
nobody's allowed in that section of the house. Violet was never allowed in there either. No one knows why. It's just nobody was allowed in that section. Seriously.
Sorry.
Silence your cell phones.
I forgot to.
Gonna have to install anti-cell phone chairs. Just shoot you off.
Oh. What's that on Dana's character sheet? Another -1 inspiration point, huh?
So that's Aruna. Violet's being cock blocked. And that's so you want to move on, try to talk to her?
Kev, is any of the people that you said send me, are they on our, like, do they live in our neighborhood?
You haven't seen any indication of them in this hood.
Okay.
So you'd probably either have to spend quite a few days in the archives tracing them, mm-hmm. or maybe hire a detective who might be in town.
Yeah, Claire has no money, so...
Time for you to sing and earn some money.
Yay, no money club.
Yay!
Okay, so after that, let's see who else is nifty.
But like she will keep an eye out for any like older people, like dwarves or elves that might have been around, so she can ask, you know, where her family went.
If you can't decide what NPC to talk to, I can roll on a random generator.
I know one. You actually encounter a small area with a lot of dwarfs. They call it Little Dwarf Town.
Racist.
It's a lot of dwarfs.
Okay.
And it's a small part of the town.
I mean, it's like Chinatown.
Yeah.
How close is our house to that? Is it like
it's
near?
basically looks like not far, so it's like 10, 12,
Oh shit.
13.
Okay.
And house 13, as you knock, giving out the invitations, most time, like I said, to servants and stuff like that, a dwarf opens the door. He's wearing like naval uniform. Not naval, a ship captain's outfit.
Nice.
And he's got the holy symbol of Valkar hanging around his neck, and he's just like, "Hello, how can I help you, young folk?"
Hi. We were just letting everybody know in the neighborhood that we're opening Troll Skull Manor. And we were going to have a neighborhood feast for High Harvest Tide, and we were wondering if anybody wanted to join.
Oh, that sounds
3 balls of
lovely.
fun.
I do like a feast. Yeah. Captain Ironnuts will be there.
Lovely.
Now there's a name with a
What's
story
his
behind it and no joke.
My name? I'm Captain Arsic Ironnuts Windjammer. Best captain you will ever meet.
It's very nice to meet you, sir.
All right.
Don't give him like a tight squeeze.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake his hand.
Clanging metal knockers.
Bully.
They got the name from door knockers, and if anyone makes a joke about it, they get really mad. Maybe.
Yeah. And when he sees Stain, he's kind of like, Eh?
Is he hot?
He's the captain, so he's got a nice rugged look to him.
Roll for athletics.
As a sailor, I can respect that.
Did you say roll for athletics?
He's rolling 3d6.
Wouldn't it just be a straight D10?
Well, I was just doing relatively charisma.
I mean, it might be a bi-curious D10.
Yeah. He's got like a 14 charisma.
Oh yeah, okay.
A nice firm, square dwarven booty, then.
Rock
This
hard.
is Minecraft shape.
Looking chiseled.
Excellent.
His beard is very nice
God.
and well maintained. He's a shield dwarf like you.
I'm asking a question no one should ask, but does a dwarf's butt cheeks have dimples?
What?
I mean, go
I
ask
think you
one.
shut down everyone's brain with that question. Like we all kind of ground to a halt. Like, wait, what?
I don't know.
We're just like stepping off of his doorstep at that, and you ask that, and like everyone just freezes mid-step, like, what? And you just hear from behind the door, the closed door, the fuck?
I'm just lost in thought. Like,
I know that's racist.
So you go to the next shop after the captain.
Yeah.
And you see the tiefling you saw open the door, and it's like,
Hi.
"Hi."
Hello.
Yes. How can I do for you?
Patience tries to look around in the house.
We're having a party. You should come by. I am sure that there's going to be many people there.
And food and drink.
Indeed.
Good. Everyone should always invite me to their parties.
Why is that?
There's an old tale.
Well, because if you don't, bad things will happen to you.
But have you ever thought that if bad things happen to us, and we know of a certain somebody who wasn't invited, maybe some bad things will happen to them?
But Shaba would never allow that, and you know it.
Are you threatening us?
I threaten no one. Bashaba, Lady of Misfortune, is the only one who threatens things. Because if you do not appease the great lady, then misfortune and bad luck will fall upon you. Oh, hell, the Lady of Misfortune.
To be fair, he does have a point.
I just lean over and whisper quietly to Patience and like, this is how everyone feels when you start going on.
No, this tiefling does have stark white hair and deer antlers.
Would we recognize that as a symbol, as like...
It's relatively known that those are tieflings descendant of servants of Bashaba. They are not as
this individual probably has a direct line to actual misfortune calls. Yeah, right, exactly. It's like,
but tonight I will grace you and prevent the bad luck to befall your establishment. For I am Misfortune, High Priest of Bashaba.
We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And Patience turns around like he's trying to stop himself from doing something he'll regret later.
I am going to buy that man an ice cream later.
By the way, can I bring my wife? She makes a great apple cobbler.
Oh, absolutely.
So would that be Mrs. Fortune then?
No, her name is Nordana.
Well, so we'd love to have Nordana and you over.
Did we get your name?
Misfortune.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. So it's Miss Fortune and Mrs. Fortune.
As long as you don't start anything, it'll be a great time.
Yes. Also,
I don't judge.
Soon, the great holiday will be upon us.
Soon? And he's just like prick up his ears, like, where?
It will be on the 10th of Marpanath. Marpanath? Damn these holidays.
Soon, upcoming, not soon the goddess. Got it.
No. The Reigns of Misrule, Bashaba's holiday. It's going to be fun this time. I got plenty planned.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Definitely, yeah, super.
Good.
Hashtag name drop. Patience is angrily stomping towards the ice cream shop.
I'm gonna go with him, and I'm gonna go buy him an ice cream.
He needs his ice cream fix after that. He has to go get ice cream after every stressful situation.
That kid has got to. That seems.
Your cholesterol is gonna be so fucking high.
He burns it off.
Isn't he burning it all? Literally.
I was just gonna say, does all that ice cream does it go to your horns or what?
Even after this weird behavior of church and stuff, he still is a very active, like even more than normal for his age. So I like to think he still burns it off somehow. He never stays in the house for very long, and if he does, he's like pacing.
Does he like feel
because of the fire resistance? You don't really get like a brain freeze, but the horns, like the warm air starts condensating on the horns.
They start steaming after a while.
If I had cold resistance, maybe. I don't think that fire resistance. If I had something spicy, I'd probably just be immune to any spicy food.
Or maybe you're just pounding coffee like water.
Oh no, no, because that was terrible. Remember, it did the opposite.
It was wonderful. That was not a bad thing to see on him.
You also
know, I think he's moderated a little bit.
As you're going around, a few extra shops that you just haven't really noticed. There is a clothing shop on the block. It's Matthias's Masterful Mercery.
Nice.
Patience stops and goes in there instead.
You see a gentleman walk up. He's got like straight black hair down. Kind of average. He's just like, how can I help you?
Yes,
Hello.
I'd like to get some clothes that match.
Yes, please. For the name of soon, fix this person's look.
Fix this.
It's like,
I was hoping maybe I could trade in some of these things for other things of, more matching colors.
So you want just a dye job, or do you want like fitted?
Like something fitted. I don't know why I bought this. I'm sorry, I'm very compulsive. He says to the merchant. And the merchant probably is like dollar signs, like ching.
Clara was standing right behind him, so he doesn't get any smart ideas.
He's gonna get, because he has commoner clothes.
He turns around and looks at Clara. I can help you too.
My outfit.
A little out of date. I like the classic retro look, but you are a bit out of it.
She's just like,
and he's being gentle.
Cleans off her skirt, and she's just like, I like it. It's.
Hey, if you like it, more power to you. I've seen some strange outfits coming down. Look at Trench. I make all of his clothing custom made. I've never seen anyone wear that stuff ever. It's weird. He actually had specific instructions of what he wanted to wear.
Clara, dear, if you are going to work in the Plucky Poltergeist, we are going to have to do something about your clothing.
I don't. Nope.
Hello,
Keeping
darkness,
these.
smile,
This is literally the only thing I have except for my dog. So
You can keep wearing it in your free time. I'll pay you some work clothes.
no.
You know, if you're so, if you really like the fashion, I can make more clothes in that style for you. I mean, I don't judge. People wear different things. That's
just
prerogative.
Just fix
As he's
him.
measuring
I'm
patience.
fine.
In scene? All right.
He goes from commoner clothes to traveler's clothes, which is a little more expensive. About 4 times more expensive. But now he's got matching clothes and stuff.
No. How much are nobles' clothes? How much gold?
15? I'm not going that far.
I mean...
That would be all but one of my gold.
I have no money.
I have
so...
3 gold. So traveler's clothes is almost all of my gold.
I think I sank all my dragons into the kitty for the tavern before we got our massive windfall. So
it's like, well, if you guys are short on cash, I do have layaway.
That could be
What?
It's where you pay me every month.
Oh, yeah.
Some money until you've paid it totally off. It's so that people who have less than full funds, which I know happens, can afford better clothing in the long run.
They have those back home for really expensive weaponry.
Yeah, so it's nice. And if you don't pay it off after a couple months, I just put it on the rack for seconds. Cheaper, discounted clothing for people who need it. I also have the donation bin that I give out to the occasional servant who doesn't get paid that much, who needs some extra clothing. Yeah, it happens.
Actually,
question: does Patience keep his 1,000-pocket vest?
Oh yeah, no, I'm still keeping that stuff.
It's
Okay.
a cool
it's
vest.
still purple.
Look at all these pockets. I could possibly hold a lot of things in them, even though I never will use them ever.
what did you say, Patience, you're gonna do at the tavern? What were you gonna do at the tavern, like work-wise?
Whatever you need him to do.
No. So, and Rogh, what kind of clothing are you wearing?
So, like, just mechanically, it's costume clothes. But I mean, outfit-wise, he takes his fashion tips from Art Roberts a lot. So a lot of black. It's really kind of loose and airy and blousy, and he tends to wear his shirt like a little bit unlaced at the chest, because he's a bit of a man whore. And he's got that big, broad-brimmed black hat that he picked up in episode 1, and he's got that one long pan parrot feather.
Okay, so I'm going to spring for clothes for everyone out of my own pocket. I don't care. Everyone can. I mean, I don't know. Clara is very adamant about not getting any clothes, but if anyone wants.
Everyone that went to the play should have decent clothes because you did buy us all stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I want that. Okay, no, that's not the same. That's a evening out clothes. We need working clothes that are also very pretty. And fitting for our tavern. So,
oh my gosh, her rich is showing.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
Yeah, like
God,
Patience
this
is
is so
rolling her
unfair.
eyes, and Fen is like self-consciously adjusting the fancy ass jacket from before.
Patience
are
appreciates.
you still wearing it?
Well, like not the whole ensemble, but like the jacket, sure, because you don't have to wash the outerwear quite as often.
Patience says, "Are you sure?"
We need to be presentable, and the person just suggested us to pay it off, and I am ready to pay it off over time. It's not going to be an issue. Go ahead and help yourself. We can arrange something to... is our theme going to be ghosts? Or do we want to go with warmer colors?
I don't know if this is the kind of discussion we need to be making right here in the tailor shop. Maybe you want to go back.
I think this is
talk it
probably
over.
the best place because this is where we
Yeah,
get the
I mean-
outfits.
He can suggest us items and clothes and whatever is currently in vogue right now.
I
Do
don't
have
care.
a section and ready-mades, off the rack, total custom.
Is there like an elf lady, like a seductive elf lady? And it's like a Varandarl's secret section.
But there is a guy in the corner who's a little bit flamboyant with a younger guy who keep arguing about how they need to how expensive the cantina is, and then an old lady with multicolored hair. If anyone knows British television, please laugh.
That's such a specific niche reference.
Am I the only one who's seen it?
Yes, you are.
Are
I'm
you
trying
being
to think
served?
what it is.
Are you being served? Grace Brothers? Are you free?
This is the second time you've referenced that show on this show, and we still have no idea what it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to start watching.
Come on, people. You know Red Dwarf.
Huh. It's raining for some reason. Oh, weird.
So
Asteroids are falling from the sky.
Anyway, so there's plenty of stuff, a lot of options, but if you still need to discuss, that's fine. He
Looking
pulls out a
around,
card. Name is Matthias Mercer. So if you come back anytime.
yeah, sure.
Absolutely. I think since my colleagues are sadly not as versed in fashion, we're going to discuss it and we're going to come back to you.
All right. That's fine, because a good set of clothes is worth the time.
Absolutely.
It's the difference between you looking like a bum on the street that no one will respect versus people treating you like royalty, because people are superficial in this town, and your outward appearance matters to many people. Though in truth, it's your inner self that's truly important.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
very
How
deep.
kind words. Yeah, I mean, we do have to take care of our appearances because we are opening the tavern across the street. If you heard about it.
I've heard rumors and I've seen people working over there. That's great. I do need a place that potentially will serve drinks that's not tea and coffee. I've been having trouble sleeping because I've been drinking a lot of this coffee. Delicious. And does it mess up your sleep schedule?
Well, we are going to have alternatives. And tonight we are organizing something for the holiday, a little bit of a buffet. So if you want to come over and have a little bit of fun with us, you're free to come.
I'll come by. I bring my measuring toolkit just in case you decide what you want, and I can take your measurements.
Sure.
I'm like looking around at the blouses, and I'm like, we could just do a thing where we all have like the same color, or, you know, like doublet or like a little symbol on it.
I also
Yes, we
have
could
plenty
pick a
of
color.
tokens.
Rogh is honestly a little surprised. Like, he didn't realize that his attire was at issue before. So he's going to look at that. It's like, well, if you don't find what I have adequate, what do you suggest?
Does he have like a single
Well, I think she was
bardic
saying we could
tier?
match with some.
Yes, it's not specifically your very open shirt. It's the question that we are supposed to represent our establishment. And to be honest, we don't match. We just don't match.
Some of us don't match with themselves.
Random pedestrian walks by Patience. It's like, I'm blind.
So really what you're about here is just more of a uniform for the tavern when we're working?
Yeah. Can we not? I don't need this again.
I know what we should do. We should have clothes like Clara's. From her era.
I mean,
that would fix something.
The ever so small tear comes out of Matthias's eye. He's like, it's okay.
This poor man's dying inside because of us.
Listen, when I was working in the tavern, Frederick would always try to give us new uniforms every like a month or two, and like they're always so ridiculously goofy, and it was just the most useless thing in the world because people came for food and drink, not for decor or whatever.
Oh, I went to this one cool restaurant that it was all hip, and it had these things called salads. And the workers there were wearing like this really weird outfit. It was like a onesie, and it was like purple and green. I thought it was really weird. So
those
I
are
agree
very
with you.
flashing colors.
I agree with you. The uniforms, maybe
as you
a
say,
bit much.
purple and green. Matthias is like.
What I suggest is an emblem.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like
I do embroidery.
Yeah, so
you might have
think
some.
about what we want. Shit, we never made a sign yet, did we?
That would be Tally, who, if it's wood. If you want metal, Ember and Abby can do that. I guess I could try to needlepoint something.
Well, no, I was thinking like
not really a needle pointer.
If we have something embroidered, it should look like whatever it is we want it to be on the sign.
I know. Our uniform is just a cloak with the emblem on it.
A cloak is not very representative of a tavern.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We could like
Or
billow
really
it every once in a while. It's kind of spooky, ghosty.
Could suggest an apron so that you don't get your clothing messed up. A nice apron with the emblem over the like left or right breast area. Maybe some pockets so you can keep things in.
And
Does he say that as he's looking at Clara and Violet?
and we can make the apron billow a little bit.
It's killing Aya inside that Clara doesn't like fashion.
Too bad.
I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm relying on Aya to come up with some designs for us later in the matches.
I mean, it depends on what you what the name of the tavern is, and then I
It
can
was
make
Trollskull Manor for quite a while.
It's I think we decided on it's going to be called the Plucky Poltergeist.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe PP symbol or like
Maybe not that.
ghost.
Kind of like.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining like a ghost chicken.
We should be the spectral chickens.
I'm sorry, Patience, what?
Where are the chickens
What?
coming from?
Like plucky? I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh, hey.
The cow outside disagrees as well.
Okay. Susan doesn't like that, so
You guys figure it
Either
out.
way,
Yeah.
embroidery is a lot cheaper than a full outfit. So when you decide about how much and stuff, let me know. I do have bulk prices and discount for business clothing versus personal clothing.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So
That'd be grand.
We can get
Yeah,
like
when you
patches
see-
or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Patience is fixed, and we'll come back to this guy later.
Yeah.
Sure.
I will
and-
say, like, Clara's outfit is like, I feel like it would be the equivalent of wearing like red, like a 1920s outfit now, kind of thing, right?
Judging by the time period, it would be like you wearing.
A 1700s outfit.
Amish.
1700s
You're looking
Or-
Amish.
yeah,
You
or
look like you're like our equivalent. You're wearing what the founding fathers wore in America now.
All right, yeah.
You're a bit out of date.
I mean, honestly, like the sketch that you put up of her before, like she kind of reminds me of like a school marm with like the little cameo brooch and everything, and that high waisted skirt and everything that you had up there.
I was
Like-
thinking Little House on the Prairie.
Oof.
I don't know why, but
I mean, it was the appropriate amount of time away from our frame of reference.
But it's a little bit more Scandi than that because she works at a bar.
And Frederick seems to have had a thing.
So, you
but
go
like
around.
it's like a poofy circus tent kind of shirt on top of like a brown vest and like a different colored brown skirt.
Other shops, like major shops along the way, you don't have to go in if you don't want to. Are, as you know about the Bit Nail and Steam and Steel and Tiger's Eye. There's also Rutherfine's Branch, which has the symbol for the Apothecary Guild, and there's also Bookworm's Treasure, a bookstore that's also specializes in some arcane stuff.
Ooh, Rogue's gonna walk right into that store, not come out for 5 hours.
I mean, we're gonna invite all of these, right?
I realized that they do arcane stuff, and I'm like, shit, that wizard's fucking spellbook that we never sold. And run back home to get it.
Violet, instead of getting me useless clothes, could I borrow some money to hire the investigator to find where my family went?
Well, let's ask him for his rates first and see what he would ask for that kind of job.
That would be really appreciated.
I was gonna say, pretty sure Tiger Eye, didn't he have like an offer out for us or something?
He said 50 for like the name of the manor or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go talk to him real quick. Give me 1 second.
GMO load. Now, in the meantime, I really kind of want everyone to have like Starbucks aprons, and instead of the lady, it's like a ghost.
I can't shake like the image of like the Ghostbusters ghost, right? Like
it's like that, but in the circle with the cross or X. It's just that with 2 beers. In
yes. You looking ghost holding like
a couple of big pint mugs.
Yes.
That's it.
Love it.
So you give the invitation. 2 places would be the Bookworms, which you want to try to sell the spell book, and Trench. So you'll go as one group to both, or you want to split?
If you guys want to
hold down the fort in the bookshop
while I go to the book, because I'm running home to calculate the price of the book, the spell book.
Patience is still at the clothes store getting fitted for his personal set of clothes, not work clothes.
So you send Clara by herself to meet with Trench?
No,
that I'm coming with because I want to know what's going on.
So you 2 go. You ring the bell. A few minutes later, door opens. And did Clara ever see Trench before this? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Nope. It's a gentleman wearing relatively modern, like 1940s, 1950s suit. So it's very weird.
Out of place here.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of you. It's like too new. You're too old. And he's just like, welcome. See you've returned. Please come in. He's like, would you like some drink? Brandy? Whiskey? Wine?
Whatever you got, man.
I mean, I'm always down for a drink, but we are actually here on a business proposition.
Yes, the best propositions are said over alcohol.
Absolutely. Pour me a glass.
He looks at you, he's like, I'll give you some of the weaker stuff.
No.
Rude.
No.
Elysium brandy.
Oh, I'm curious how you'll take
that's the
this.
stuff that knocked Patience on his ass, isn't it?
Con save.
Let's see if Clara can do better than hers.
Oh, last time
no.
I just think it.
Uh-oh.
I got a 3.
Oh, damn.
Kind of patience out. She's like,
I mean, for what it's worth, you haven't had booze in 200 years.
Yeah, you're pretty clean. Your liver has no idea what just hit it.
you're just like,
While you're getting drunk, I'm going to see if the dog needs to run out for a pee.
I'm so
I rolled a 13.
You take it a bit better. It's really warm. You feel a little fuzzy-headed about it. But you're not Clara level of out. So,
am I knocked out?
you're on the edge.
Woo. Okay.
Oh.
Like 4 trenches right now.
Well, Clara is still standing. Interesting. Clara, why don't you tell Trench as to what you wanted to know?
Oh, hold on. Oh, God. Alright. Oh. So, you see, the thing is,
She was dead
for 200 years. And I'm not, because God was like, hey, you want to be alive again? I was like, yeah, sure, because, like, whatever. It seems like a good time. These people are weird and whatever. There's, like, an orc lady living in the tavern now. This is nice. And, you know, it was just like, Anyway, I want to find the fam.
She's looking for her family or descendants of her family.
Yes.
I was going to say, she looks human, so I doubt much of her family's left alive.
From last time, it's okay, Clara. So me and Rogh actually looked up. No, she's gone. Okay. So me and Rogh actually looked up, and I think we had the trail that they might have moved out of Waterdeep before any of the happenstances. But in any case, you know, she really is interested in getting some help concerning this. So I wanted to know how much we would have to spring for something like that.
So, you want me to try to investigate and find a family of a woman who was dead for over 200 years and trace them to where the descendants are? That's tough. Normally, that'd be about 100 gold. But I will do you a favor and make it 50. I'll throw in a tea cozy. He brings out some tea cozies. Someone left them.
Amazing.
I'll look over to Clara and like, are you okay with that?
I mean, I have no money, so.
Are you ready to work for that money?
I suppose so. I'm having a huge headache right now, so.
Okay, then you will work with us, and you will wear what I'm asking her to. I'm like suggesting it while she's drunk.
I'm so mad.
That doesn't count as consent for work.
Do you require the payment upfront?
Typically, at least half upfront.
All right. She's gonna pull out 25 gold for 25 dragons for Trench. Then, well, there's 25, and hopefully you find a little bit more than I and Rogh did.
I guarantee it. Remember, if I can't find it, it doesn't exist.
Well, let's hope they do. Something exists in this case.
Yeah.
Any other thing you can give me information to go on?
Oh, probably Clara can tell you more when she's sober.
Yes, when you're sober, he turns to Violet. When your friend is sober, have her write down every known acquaintance of hers back in those time, or family name, basically everything she can give me. It makes it easier.
Will do.
Have a good day.
She like grabs your face and like, Violet.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
I know. Thank you.
Oh my god. I didn't know orcs could be so cute.
As you say that, French is just like...
Yeah, she's really drunk.
Older guy would give her the weaker stuff. But
What can you do? The young people nowadays.
indeed.
I'm mad for Clara.
Which is an interesting dynamic because I'm extremely old for an orc, but you're also technically 220 years old.
I actually think she's 0 years old now. She's not even old enough to drink. Arrest that man.
No, arrest Trench. No, no, mind. Well, Trench gets his info later then.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there birds in here? Oh my god.
I left you in the garden to like sleep out.
Oh god, your hangover, those birds gotta sound horrible.
It's like massive ringing.
Trina walked out, but the rest of you, or 2 of you at least, are going to Bookworm's Treasure.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in, it is tons of books, scrolls, everywhere. It's essentially one of those old used bookstores that are just like cram-packed with books. It's got some nice hardwood floors, and it's got that scent of old books just everywhere. The library, the books cover 2 of the 3 stories of the building. And it's almost as if there's more bookshelves and books than should be in a place this size.
Has it got L space?
Which building is this on the map?
T6. It's one of the ones that was there originally.
So, I don't know how many of you have read Terry Pratchett, but there's a very simple equation with magical libraries that runs this way. Power or knowledge equals power equals energy equals mass, and as anyone knows, if you concentrate enough energy and mass in one space, you get weird effects. So the warping of space-time by a high concentration of magical knowledge creates library space, or L space. So libraries that have more interior than exterior.
Artist. You see a short gold dragonborn come over. He's like, "Welcome to Bookworm's Treasure. I'm Rogh, the page turner."
Page turner, it's good to meet you. And he's gonna reach out and shake his little claw.
Now he's short for a dragonborn, which means
short for
probably
not like kobold short. Okay.
Yeah, he's like 5'7" or so.
Oh, okay. Well then, claw. I'm just here to browse. My friend went back. We have a tome that maybe you might be interested in looking at purchasing, but just for myself, I'm just here to browse.
Well, feel free to browse. Most things should be clearly labeled. Bookshelves are pretty good. Second floor is fiction. This floor is nonfiction. For the most part. Some people occasionally rearrange the books, and I try to keep it in order, though.
Okay. So let's see here. He's just going to spend the time while we're waiting for Thanadis to come back, just looking around on the shelves, and yeah, sure, why not? A 17 investigation while he's browsing to see if he can turn up anything interesting or possibly useful.
Interesting or useful? That's such a vague question.
Well, interesting for his own personal interests, which include basically forming, fornicating, or drinking.
Yes, there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
He's got the one section of the romance kind of books, pillow books and stuff.
Is there like
the Lusty Kobold?
Is there like a door frame and there's like a bead curtain in the way? And he has to go through it to get to that section.
Large adult section in the back.
I come back to this. Oh my god!
You came back right when it started.
The 10-penny romances.
Yeah, the dreadful.
It's like 1 silver a pop.
As another wizard, I would say it's the smut. I can't do a
No.
That's full price.
That's full price. Yes.
I can't do a Caleb impersonation.
So Thana comes running in. I got the spell book.
So 175.
And
I realized I never got to look in on the book. I can't understand it though. It's wizard magic, right?
It's a wizard spell book.
Not really, no.
So I can't.
So Rashaw's like, "Oh, welcome.
Hi.
I am Rashah, the page turn, or page turn.
Yep.
Page turn."
I'm like, I'm
Forget his own name.
Plop it down on the counter if there is one. We thought you might be interested in buying that one off of us.
I could buy, or we could do trade.
I'll look to the rest of you.
No, one person in the place.
Yeah, me.
Oh, okay.
I can get you about 175 dragons. Or we could trade for some scrolls of roughly equal price.
I wouldn't say no to looking at your scroll selection.
All right. So he's got scrolls of. Can I copy and paste this? If not, I can take a picture.
Wasn't there a third edition spell that lets you just copy any kind of books?
Yeah,
there was a second and third edition. Amuantesis or something like that.
Amuanence. I can't pronounce it either.
Yeah.
In fifth edition, the different schools of wizard, they can copy it in half the time or something. That's just what they get.
I copy and pasted the prices for scrolls into Discord.
Oh, I was going to send it to the Zoom chat, but that works too.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me look.
Well, Zoom chat can't take pictures.
Remember. I just copy pasted.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
Oh, from the great sage of Reddit.
Now.
Yeah.
The prices is for copying a spell, not for the scroll. He sells scrolls at twice the price.
Damn.
But because it's a trade, it's different. So if you want to buy the scroll without trade, just double that price. If you're trading in, he's willing to do a kind of 1-to-1 because he knows he can make up the price.
All things being equal, I wouldn't mind terribly if, actually, would it be possible for you to have a look in at the text here and tell us what all spells it does contain?
See, Burning Hands, Disguise Self, False Life, Shield, Unseen Servant, and Witch Bolt are within the book. That's a good magic book.
Oh, the book is useless to us because none of us are wizards. I thought you were talking about scrolls.
Well, you got the list, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can get about 175 gold worth of scrolls-ish. I can do up to 200.
I don't see the list of scrolls. You
It's
said
the
you
same
copied
thing.
Prices.
This is a price that changes between scroll and
Oh, I thought there was a list of scrolls that they had available in this shop.
No, every spell for sale, he can make a scroll of.
Oh, okay.
So he's got a library of master spells that he would copy out.
Yeah.
At this point, Patience walks in and he's got his new garb on. Got traveler's clothes. You know, looks comfortable to move around in and stuff.
He looks like the Doctor.
He actually looks like he's got like Diath's clothing, but it's a different colored theme.
Okay.
Because he has they look very good traveler clothes. You know, good for quick movements and such.
So instead of a brown vest, it's a purple vest.
Probably, yeah. And he comes in and he's like, ooh, pictures. And he immediately goes upstairs to the fiction section.
Oh my gosh.
The fiction section or the actual fiction section?
The actual fiction section that's up on the second floor.
Okay.
That you mentioned.
All right. Well, Thana, what do you think?
Well, there are a couple of useful things, like stuff that help against like ghosts and things might be useful, since we ran into that, and apparently there's a lot of haunted shit in Waterdeep.
That's true.
Like I said, you could also just take the gold.
I think that might be.
Yeah, we might just take the gold.
It might be a little simpler and a little less mentally taxing for us all.
Are there any spells that you think would be useful for you to, like bard spells that you know, Rogh?
Well, I mean, these are scrolls that's only once and done. It's not like I can add them to what I know.
Well, no, but you can cast them. So, like, mechanically, you don't have to spend your valuable as shit spells known on it.
No, I understand that. I was just...
Yeah. Okay, well, if you're not interested, do we want to see if do we want to go get Violet and see if she'd be interested in any of these, since she can also cast magic, or do we just want to
for the sake of expedience, I'm not gonna buy any scrolls.
Okay, then we'll just do a fair trade for gold.
Yeah. Okay. 175 dragons.
Sweet. Cool. I guess let's go home and divvy this out.
Divvy it out. 100 for me, 75 for... And...
While we're here, I'm gonna ask the what was her name? Or their name?
Nope.
The Dragonborn.
Rogh.
Rogh. Do you happen to have any like horror novels or history books on like some of the haunted things in Waterdeep? I know there are like a lot of alleys that have weird, spooky stuff going on.
There's some books on both floors. I hear Volo's writing a new book. Can't wait to get that in.
I did hear about that one.
His books are always big sellers.
Do you have his last book, the Guide to Waterdeep?
Oh, that's an old book, but I got that.
Yeah, how much is that?
175 dragons.
That seems a little steep for a non-magical book.
It's old.
And very comprehensive.
I don't really need it signed. Do you have a copy that isn't signed that's cheaper?
Where's the paperback, please?
He just seems disappointed.
Because, like, he doesn't know it, but we fucking know Volo. I could just go ask him to sign it.
I mean, you could just ask Volo for a copy. I'm sure he's got a bunch in the remainders.
Yeah, but Volo's a cheapskate.
It's true.
He's like, I want the mana back for the book.
I've got an old used copy with some notes written in it for only 10 dragons.
That's fine. I'll take that one. I'm taking that out of my gold.
There's also a...
What?
Oh, no.
He's butt dialing somebody.
No,
or his phone is ringing.
He always calls me.
Okay.
Is that my heart? Anyone else hear that?
So I was looking at it because I realized I had to sort through kind of like Rogue's mental inventory of spells that he could cast at this level. And I realized that knock might be a good one to pick up.
Ooh, that would be good considering we don't have a rogue.
Yeah.
Other than you.
Yeah.
Can you cast knock though?
I can. It is a bard spell.
Oh, hella.
What does that do?
It opens and unlocks a door, or a box, or a chest, or anything that's got a lock on it. It opens it.
Oh, okay.
It's basically how to break into something if you don't have a thief. Any mundane lock, it'll open.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah, it'll even unlock arcane locks.
Oh, okay.
Mine are all really loud and stupid.
I mean, it is inherently very loud.
Yeah. So it's not a stealthy entrance so much.
No.
Just
How much would a knock spell cost?
Well, it's an uncommon. So between 101 to 500.
Yeah, okay, that would be like most of the gold we got from that book.
So I'll probably
hold off and get it later.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll probably come back and pick it up
again. And when it comes to like mundane locks, I can just, push them open.
Just break.
Patience is just sitting on top of one of the tables, legs crossed, rocking back and forth, reading a book, and on the front it says 1001 Ways to Kill a Goblin.
Oh, goodness. Let's see. A second level, we've also got Zone of Truth, Warding Wind. Oh, wait, no, I can only do stuff from Skag. So
Wow. This book's kind of cool. There's this guy called a Goblin Slayer in it. He seems pretty awesome.
And I knew someone who was called Orc Slayer, and he wasn't that awesome.
Okay, fair point.
Somewhere, my goblin girl cries. Or gets really angry.
And as we're walking out, and I'm gonna look to Rogh, I'm like, we have to decide how we want to divvy up this money. Like, Clara wasn't there for it, but it would be nice to give her a little something since she hasn't had gold in like 200 years.
Working.
I'm just gonna look over at her and be like, honestly, I'm not that picky about it. I mean, I can just pick up some gold at the tavern later tonight.
Yeah, I mean, eventually.
So, what else y'all doing until harvest time?
Oh, this is a fun child's. This is okay. It's a child's book, but he wouldn't say that. He's like, well, this is a fun book, and it's called "The Displacer Beast in a Hat."
I eat their face.
I'm like looking around, and I see How to Raise a Tiefling, and I just look at Patience.
It's by Professor Spork. Anybody get the joke? Dr. Spock, the book, the child rearing mother.
No.
I know.
Vulcans, yeah.
I'm not a nerd.
No, Dr. Spock, not Mr. Spock.
There's just a that cow that's mooing is actually saying a cow. Nerds.
Nerds.
How to avoid murder hobos for dummies. For those unaware, we are on a Reddit thread called "Book Titles for My Bookstore" by a Reddit user named The Disciple. It is wonderful and amazing. Hey, I can put it in the Twitch chat. Can you put links in the Twitch chat?
I'm not sure. I think I have it off though.
Well, you should be able to, right?
Let me double check. You try it, and if it doesn't work, I'll post it.
Okay.
So, what y'all doing?
Have we talked?
Should we wait for the plot?
Sit there and wait for the plot.
I think after this, we'll just be preparing to open day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna get ready for Harvesttide.
Who cooks in this?
I can't put a link in, Scotty.
Okay.
Because if you guys can't cook, Clara will start showing you the ideas for the menu, and it's probably really old styled recipes.
Oh god, you boil everything and you put meat in Jello for some reason.
Oh god, yeah.
Older than that.
Ugh.
Oh, so
what is
Jello? All the old people here like it.
No, I'm just imagining
figgy pudding,
real old cuisine.
Now that I think about it,
and things.
I do honestly think dwarves would quite like Jello, because it's like that. It's from the marrow of bones and stuff.
Interesting. There is a YouTube channel called The Townsends. They show you recipes and stuff from the 18th century, and some of that food looks amazing. Some of it, not so much. But it's a very interesting channel for those watching.
Yeah, they're great.
Not sponsored.
That was the one who did the mushroom ketchup, right?
Yes, mushroom ketchup. Yeah.
What? Just out of curiosity, what skill checks would be required for cooking?
It's actually a tool. So without the tool, it would be however you think you should cook.
Intelligence.
I was gonna say
charisma.
Can I
wink
at the food to make it taste good?
Yeah, how you can do it is like wisdom to kind of get intuition, kind of like those cooks who just kind of throw stuff together. Intelligence to think of a like decent recipe of like, I know how to make fried chicken.
Intelligence is what you use for baking.
Charisma is like charisma is Salt Bay.
Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, charisma is basically like, here's this food. It looks amazing. Ergo, you must love it.
So the charisma stats all about the presentation.
That's like the one where like it looks beautiful, it tastes or like mom's home cooking where it's like it's sort of meh, but you don't have the heart to tell them.
So charisma.
I'm proficient with cooking utensils. So
sweet.
So and I have jack of all trades, so I can definitely assist, if not make my own contributions.
Charisma.
Honestly, I think I should be able to as well.
When you have the horrible ingredient that people don't actually like, but you upsell it as this premium thing, like bird's nest,
so like truffle,
which has no flavor.
My dumb fuck
you gotta get your family
my dice at
gold leaf.
Like it was a treat.
You gotta get your family a fruitcake.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you show you love your family, by giving them a fruitcake.
No lie, I literally got a fruitcake for 1 year, and we straight up used it as a door stop for a while.
What?
Because she never ate it.
I don't know, Alexis, if you're aware of the stereotype of fruitcake in America.
No, absolutely not. So I'm really confused right now.
There's a very big cultural touchstone with the American concept of fruitcake is this essentially inedible brick of like. No, it's this neon colored like fake fruit, like in green and red and like.
All like gelatin.
It's worse.
No, it's not even that. It's the constant regifting object. Like you don't ever actually want to eat the fruitcake. You just give fruitcake on the holidays because that's what you do. So like this
looks awful.
Really
oh my god!
I don't understand American desserts at all.
You know, the whole reason that was around. The whole reason that even got going was because the 50s commercialism. That's why I said that's the charisma one. You make a fruitcake and you convince people to buy it.
American fruitcake is kind of like the lich of like 1950s and 60s era like homemaker magazines where they had all those horrible just abomination gelatin molds.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like all the cold salads and shit.
Yeah, let's go back to the game.
But Claire is actually a pretty decent cook, even though the food is a little weird. But like,
some recipes are about the same. There's no real. I mean, fried chicken. I mean, that's been around for several hundred years. Potatoes.
Yeah, chicken's still fried the same.
The kitchen does have a few devices that are newer and make cooking easier, but you're like, I can get used to that. Like the toaster for toasted bread is a lot nicer now. But back in the old day, it was a pain to get the toast back out, kind of burns your fingers a lot. But this one has a nice quick release.
Oh, no. I was thinking it's like...
Wait. There are toasters in Waterdeep?
I was going to see how to like cast heat metal or something.
Dude, you could toast bread long before the modern toaster. There was a device called a toaster where you put the bread in to the fire to toast it.
Yeah, it's like a little metal cage that you squish the bread in and then you hold it over the fire.
Yeah, I know. It's like they had toast in the 1800s.
Well, I know that they had toast. You can just throw bread on the front.
They actually had a utensil for it. You can actually buy one on the Towson's website. Anyway,
can I don't know if it's possible, so I'm looking into it online. It turns out it is possible, at least for in some ways, to make some kind of booze in the short amount of time that we have. And if not, then I can just start it for later.
You guys have a supply.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm learning.
You don't need
trying.
To make moonshine.
I know.
No, I think Dana wants to start microbrewing.
Efficiency with brewer supplies. I want to try my hand at it because I've never done it before.
Yes, I am all about you starting an in-house microbrewery. Thana, do this.
Feign a craft beer.
Making booze in the toilet. Prison wine.
No.
Are we making toilet wine? Is that what's happening?
No, we have the facilities for this downstairs.
Yeah. We have a wine cellar.
So anyway, the festival for Harvesttide comes. People come out, gather at the place. Your neighbors are out. They're very appreciative the fact that you opened your facility to them to kind of have a central meeting. It's been a long time since they've been able to do this. It's
community goodwill. Hooray.
Yeah. They very much appreciate it. And where is this? An individual shows up that once I get the I messed up there. Where are you?
Who's that individual that's coming through the door?
Who knows?
He's clouded in light, and I can't see it.
All I see is blue and white text saying
Which is this Pokemon?
Has
a dwarf walks up. She's female, smaller beard than Dana. She has a kind of frozen scowl on her face, and people kind of like, not liking her being around too much. Roll those who are native and not 200 years old.
I'm good.
History.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, of course, on this I roll high. Okay, cool.
I got a 15.
18.
15.
15. Okay. Everybody knows this as Ucoria Stone Marrow, also known as the Gargoyle, because of her frozen scowl. No one knows quite where she lives or anything, but she is a powerful archmage of the city with the watchful order of magists and protectors.
Cool.
Who's the broad with the stick up her ass?
Garden with her.
I'm gonna shush Claire a little bit. It's like,
Guardian.
Holy shit.
have a little respect, lass. She could probably hex you into the next 200 years.
She has a golem walking behind her.
Shield Guardian, but yeah.
It's still basically the same thing.
Cool.
I'm just
It
imagining
is
like,
actually a golem. Or it's
it's probably like shaking the cobbles and shit.
Yeah, she's just like, which one of you are the owner?
The four of us.
Oh, wonderful. I used to own this place a while back.
Really?
Yes. It was nice. It was a tavern at my time. I sold it to a family of shield dwarfs. They sold it to a woman who opened an orphanage. Turned out she was a hag and ate the children.
I swear to God, if we find little ghost children in the basement, I'm going to go spare.
This tavern is weird, guys.
That's not.
Tavern has
That's
a
not what happens.
history.
That's not what happens to children's souls when they get
It
ate by a
had a
hag.
history 200 years ago. Okay.
I mean, the whole neighborhood is rather weird.
This is so lovely. It's good. It brings a smile to my face. Thinking about this.
Patience is all up in the grill.
Anna tries not to laugh at that. And
I'm glad you're liking it.
Patience is all up in the grill of the shield guardian checking out. He's like, whoa, way past cool.
I'm just imagining he just uses the shield to like shove you away.
No, I'm more thinking like those guards in front of the British palace, and Patience is like just jumping on top of them.
Yeah.
I think, ironically enough, shield guardians do not have shields. They have giant forearms.
They are the shield.
Yeah.
Shield.
She makes some small talk. She actually turns out to be a very friendly person. Just her face gives her a reputation of being a, mean.
Hard ass.
Yeah.
A shield guardian.
No shield included.
Yeah. No, I
They
did.
look awesome, and Patience is definitely like,
They really do.
whoa.
Like that exact like creature is the kind that I had hoped to use, like the gnome artificer that took over constructs like MP5. Right, I was going to do like the Iron Gnome thing, like you did with the Mortius run, but instead of like an actual suit of armor, it was just going to be like a gnome that could hack warforged corpses.
High enough level will just have an iron golem, but it's hollowed out.
Yeah.
She just during the small talk, she does mention that she if you guys are once you're up and running and everything, she'll probably be stopping by whenever she's in the neighborhood because
Sweet.
she likes it. She also offers to put up. Now it's expensive. You guys probably can't afford it right now. Lifts of warding on the facility, but it's 300 gold apiece. So,
is that against ghosts?
How much area does each ward cover?
Whatever the spell does.
Right. I don't know why. I was thinking it was like an area effect for some dumb reason. I didn't think of the actual spell.
You're pretty like, cool for a high nose.
He's like clang, clang, clang as he knocks on the shield guardian's head. And he's like, "What can this thing do? Can it like? Does it have like a cool sword or something?"
It can kill people who annoy it.
Patience, please.
How?
Crushes their skull.
What was this woman's name?
It will shove its eyes into your eye sockets and then just squeeze.
Oh, that reminds me of the book I was just reading about this guy called the Mountain.
Oh, yeah. Her name is Ukoria, Stone Marrow.
Wait, the shield guardian has a name, or her?
No, this is the dwarf's name.
Yeah, no, I picked that up the first time around, but I didn't know that.
Well, the shield guardian has a name now. The shield guardian has a name now. Bye, Ocario. As she's leaving, bye, Ocario. Bye, Mountain.
Patience, I suggest that you center yourself before I center you into that wall.
I'm just being friendly to our guests.
She calls her shield guardian, Shelly.
I love it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Massive case of Virgin Bisface. Awesome person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. This is during the dinner, right? This is during High Harvest Tide, or?
Yes.
Yeah. So
essentially all of your neighbors come in at some point to chat, eat. It's pretty nice. It's like a neighborhood block party. If anyone's ever experienced that.
Yeah.
City people.
So pretty successful.
Yeah.
Yay!
The Reapers actually got a little bit higher opinion of your establishment.
Nice.
Ding.
I'm gonna try and talk to everybody, but I am definitely gonna plumb this lady for more history, because she apparently knows a hell of a lot more about this alley than we do.
At some point in the night, you get.
Oh shit! We should have invited Bolo and never Ember.
They show up.
We did. Okay.
They show up anyway.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, how's
Glad you got our invitations.
How's Floon doing?
Floon? He's over there. He just threw up.
Dude.
You better clean that shit up.
You just see Leaf's like.
Oh, Leaf's a sweetheart.
I love Leaf.
It's unliving.
It's an unliving. Oh no.
Unliving.
I love him so much.
Helps when you can't smell.
That's true.
He's the nicest ghost I've ever met.
If I see this, could I just use Presto and just snap that out of there?
You can do that.
Okay, I think that seems best. We'll just keep the whole place as yuck-free. Give everybody a nice time.
As the night goes on, a kind of council forms of the old busybodies in town and stuff that just know shit. You know, the knowledge people. And they just start talking. And have you ever sat around old people telling old stories?
Yes.
I imagine there are like half of us that are just like entranced, and the other half of us are like, will they fucking leave and stop talking?
Clara's one of them. She's like, you think that's bad? Back in my day.
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine all these fucking old gray hairs getting upstaged by this fresh-faced looking young woman.
Yeah, and then I ripped his head off the table.
And at one point, it goes from talking
he was still going down, not going down, so I just punched him right out the door.
Patience,
I really did not expect this.
Patience is doing like laying down on his stomach, and his hands are like this, elbows out, and his legs are kicking back, you know?
And he's
got little hearts in his eyes as she's telling this story of maiming and destruction.
Oh, no.
And that's why you shouldn't flip ladies' skirts, my dudes.
Wow.
You get the old people and stuff as they talk. It goes from history of different neighborhoods, of Waterdeep, foot fungus, beers and stuff. Stuff like that too gets thrown in.
Nice.
I am learning so much today.
The other guy was named Wands. He was a noble in the city. He was not me. He used my name, and I'm tired of people using that guy with me. He is not Volo. He is Wands. That's his last name.
Okay.
I'm sorry, and you are?
Volo. Guthorn.
Oh shit, you never met Volo. This is Volo.
Wait, would he have been around when she was around?
Yes. Volo's been around.
Fucking immortal.
It's the question of, do you think in your game is he using magic or is he
because he had potions of longevity in 3rd edition, and then 4th edition he was in like stasis because gods put him in stasis for some reason.
Yeah, there's a bit of lore about that. It's the same
Volo wouldn't be the same. He didn't travel at her time. He probably was born around that. So he's like Durnan. He's probably around like 10, 15 or so when Clara was around. So he's probably but
he wasn't known.
Do we get a random roll chance that the story of the person that tipped her skirt and she threw out was Volo when he was like 15?
It was Volo.
Volo unfortunately wasn't in this area. Could have been Durnan.
And he just slowly comes to that recollection, like, oh no.
He's like hiding behind the glass.
Yeah, Volo's from further down south. South side.
Did the astrology lady come by?
Yes, and she is talking with the old people also.
Nice.
She's like, did you know there's people living on the moon? People forget that.
Oh, that is so fascinating. I've rolled a 17 for seduction.
Doesn't this planet have more than one moon though? No?
That's the you're thinking of Kryn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do they have their own kind of speech on the moon?
There's dialects.
So they have moon speech.
Some version of it.
Do they use runes?
Yes.
Moon runes?
They're runes from the moon.
I will quit.
Let her seduce.
As Violet's trying to seduce, Aruna is just like, I'm flattered, but the door hasn't been open in decades. I'm quite old. I don't think I could take up with you young people.
That's okay. I'm sure Violet can beat the dust off those
things. Not even
things.
trying. She's like out of the chair, rolling on the floor at this point.
I mean, you're seducing a 97-year-old human.
I'm also like a little out of it and perhaps like disadvantaged on everything because I'm very sober.
Not drunk. Well,
I tried for 97, but she's just like, but she is flattered beyond belief and it's like blushing and stuff. It's like, oh,
adorable.
I haven't had anyone interested in these nethers in forever. I tell you, it's just like dust and cobwebs down there anymore.
Well, okay, I was thinking something else, but okay.
To get that image out of my head, Patience
if
actually
you
goes
want, like,
up.
a nice just evening with like walking, drinking, talking, she's up for that stuff.
Yes, that was more what I had in mind.
It's just seduction. I'm just like, I'm used to D&D player seduction.
Oh god.
I know this is an old lady.
Which is you, me, woohoo, and you're like, okay, they succeeded. It happens.
Hey, you could be into gilfs. I mean, I'm not judging Violet.
No, but I was more thinking like she's into her work, so Violet will make her evening by listening about her work and stuff.
Yeah,
she's up for all that.
She is into her work.
Yes.
Anyway, so Patience goes up.
If you want, she will invite Violet to her house to look at her ample collection of
her
books,
library,
which is actually unlike Rashaw's place. Immaculately organized. Everything is perfect. Like, she not only has the books in alphabetical order, she rebound everything so it's all perfectly sized. So you don't have that go up and down kind of stuff. Rebound her books just to make sure of that.
Wait, what? Did you make the pages longer?
She rewrote the books just to make everything the same height.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's some dedication.
That is.
Me, Alexis is loving this.
Patience slides in towards Clara and says, "You know, when we were at the Yawning Portal, a troll came up. I helped fight it off."
I'm behind him, and I'm just doing this.
As you're saying that, Volo comes over. I remember that. That was a great thing. There was this great fight. Durnan jumped over the thing and started attacking.
Yeah, he did some stuff as he has a hand on his face pushing him out.
And then there was that moment where I put you to sleep.
Durnan complimented me and said he was surprised I didn't die.
I'd never seen a tiefling fly so far in their sleep before.
And not die.
I'm sure you did great, Patience, and she just pats him on the head.
He uses thaumaturgy just for our bard to make his eyes look like flames as he scowls at you.
Which bard?
So as you guys are...
You know,
the one who's insulting him?
I'm going to use prestidigitation to like create the effect of a halo over his head.
So, as the night's winding, a few special guests show up.
Ooh.
You see Yagra, 3 strings.
Ooh.
Yagra, 3 strings. They didn't get married or anything.
That would have been really quick since they slept with like 5 days ago.
That'd be the weirdest married couple ever. Just saying.
It's like, what happened? Well, and they think about this random ass adventure where they try to rob a place. Apparently, the cleric was a real cleric.
What a surprise!
Like a ceremony.
They tried to pose as a couple looking to get married, and then it actually happened. Oh,
Yeah.
A cleric went. A certain hunter of vampires named Van Richten was like putting up a ward for them, and he accidentally married them.
God.
But you also see Durnan walk in. And he's like,
Oh shit! Hey!
he's looking around. He's like, looking at Claire. He's like, walks over. He's like, wow.
he's squinting a lot.
Eyes up.
Yeah, like Thanos like stepped up to greet him, but like I barely show up over the table, and he's ignoring me anyway. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna sit down.
He's like,
And I'm gonna holler at 3 strings and call him over.
yeah. He's like,
I'm gonna go. Actually, no, this is awkward.
No, this is awkward. I can't wait.
Does Jaeger react to me like chatting up with the old lady?
She's just like, hello?
yeah, Jaeger is just like, really? After me, you go for that?
Oh.
Whatever. Jealous.
He has
Violet-
it right on his back, and he can't find it now.
Violet's like Roxanne like holler over. Is like, Violet just needed somebody closer to her own age.
Rude.
Ooh. You see Flume. Ooh.
I do not cast vicious mockery.
It's just like, you look familiar. But you don't frequent the Yawning Portal often.
No, I've been dead for 200 years.
I'll just matter of fact, just drop that on there.
You look good for 200.
Thank you.
Dead person.
Oh no,
Then,
she's not
as
dead
you're saying that,
anymore.
I'm not
She
dead
looks pretty
anymore. I
She's
was dead for 200
She
years.
got better.
Yeah.
But as you say that, his gaze just looks over and he sees your dog and he's like,
The dog got better too.
Did you frequent Frederick's when I was here?
he's like, no. Wow.
Because I don't recognize him, right?
He's like, what's your family name if you have one?
O'Neil? I used to live down the street in that ice cream place.
Ice cream.
And he's
Our bar is just like ice cream. Which, by the way,
oh yes, like after this, everybody has to go over there for dessert.
They
wouldn't have like brought out like a little serving table.
They brought out a cart.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Yes.
That's great.
They had 2 carts. They had everybody and patience.
They had another cart for patients expressly.
So,
I'm gonna just wander over to the ice cream cart, and I'm gonna use my prestidigitation again, and I'm gonna make it start snowing, like, or have appearance of snowing.
That's adorable.
And also, while Three Strings is there, he's going to be shifting his just ambient background loop performance to Harper code him, asking if there's any news or missions.
he's like, as a matter of fact, there might be.
Ooh.
But
Get some action.
What?
What? Well, Violet was trying.
Yeah, different kind of action.
Which, by the way, after Yigra is done eating, I am definitely challenging her to an arm wrestling match. Oh shit!
For 2 seconds, I thought you were going to say, I'm going to chat her up, and I'm like, no, come on.
I'm the opposite of hungover. Do I have disadvantage?
Scotty, I have to
Okay,
say,
thank
I
God.
really admire your dedication to your craft, man.
Oh, no.
Right, so
Oh yeah, and when Thanos not looking, I've been getting a lot of miles out of Presto tonight because we're not in con, but I'm gonna go ahead and flavor her tankard of water to taste like beer.
Oh,
Without the alcohol?
Cold beer. It's gonna taste like a nice cold beer.
She's like, oh shit, what's
patience
water
is-
tastes really nice for some reason.
Patience offers some of his ice cream to Clara.
oh yeah, you can actually taste it for real now.
Well, she's had it before. Like she had it, like I think day 1 after she came back.
Mhm.
Oh, did she?
It's been
Also,
like
she
3
started
days.
drifting through the
yeah,
tubs when she
probably.
was here.
Yeah.
Well, like
So-
drifting through, I don't think would have quite as intense a flavor.
Yeah, so
No, I'm sure,
like,
but she did actually have some like on day 1 when she got back.
What kind of ice cream is it?
It's mint.
Whatever they brought, Patience.
Patience normally gets what? You get the Minty Moon or the Charlton chocolate?
The Minty Moon.
Minty Moon? Some of that.
Okay.
It's
She'll
minty.
have some of that.
Yeah, so Durnan's just staring at you.
Mm.
Get some ice cream.
Just awkward.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Are
it's
you
usually
like trying to hit on me because you're really bad at it?
No.
Yeah,
who do you
you
say
totally are.
Patience or Durnan?
The general. You guys are bad at it.
He's like, I knew you,
Your face.
and just walks away.
That guy's weird. What did
It's
you?
also weird that he was basically like,
No.
I knew you, and just walked away. It's like,
What do you mean? I don't know who the fuck you are. What do you mean?
I was a wee lad. Your family were next door. Used to frequent the area. I remember you.
I flipped your skirt once.
No, that was my older brother.
I remember him.
Vernon.
I'm sure he remembers me.
He would if you're still alive.
No.
Well,
he's
join the party.
200
I'll
years
look at
old.
that too.
He's like, yeah, I remember. You went missing. No one ever found you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Durnan's a ghost.
I am pretty sure
Patience.
that goes.
Patience, try and put your hand through him if he's a ghost.
No. He's one of those, like, tangible ghosts.
I mean, he is eating ice cream right now.
He did fight a troll.
That's true. He
I
did kick
tried.
Troll's ass.
That's not how anything works, Patience.
Oh well.
So, as that happened, with Rogh and Three Strings, he plays out a message. Someone named Urza Solizef. Were you?
Words.
Urza Zoli Seth is an old woman who sells books out of a narrow 3-story building on Storm Street in the Trades Ward. She claims to have trapped a monster in her shop and fears for the welfare of her books and her cat. The City Watch isn't likely to lend a hand. Give Urza's propensity for tall tales, but the Harpers owe her a favor. You'll find her sobbing at Falzun's Folly, a tavern on the corner of Sorn Street and Salabar Street.
What ward is that?
Trades Ward.
Okay. All right, I will message back. Yeah, we'll check it out.
Name was Ezra.
Uza, sorry.
Spell it, please.
I just sent it to the.
Okay.
Chat.
Uza. Okay.
Okay.
How urgent does this mesh? Like, do we need to cut out of the Harvesttide celebration, or can we do this in the morning?
He's like, might be able to wait till the morning. Don't think there's any. Yeah, just get there in the morning.
I'm sure
you might get lost considering half your party's drunk or going
Not
to
drunk.
old ladies' houses.
Yeah.
I'm sure that cat will be fine, just on its own, with this monster locked inside the building with it.
I mean, it's a cat, so I'm sure the monster's going to be more trouble than the cat.
The monster's just got scratch marks fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it's cowering in the corner. It's like, get it away from me!
Yeah, that's a good.
All right, I'll let Three Strings know to tell the Harpers that we'll take care of it.
Okay.
Whoa. Is there like music going on right now, or like?
Oh yeah, I've been wandering around like playing and singing and
You communicate all these messages to each other while playing.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are like doing your songs and stuff, but no one knows you're actually just secretly communicating with each other.
It sounds like improv, like freeform jazz almost or something.
I like to think that's how the Harpers actually do communicate with each other.
Freeform jazz.
I mean, like, because most of them are bards. I think they would have like a secret musical code back and forth.
And that's what we're using. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Harper's Handbook, they do mention that there are songs that they created and sing, and they alter the words as messages to each other.
That is really cool. Oh, sorry, way past cool.
Way past.
Right.
Clara will ask Violet to dance.
Oh, absolutely.
Patience.
No, do I roll performance?
I'm going to roll a performance because I want to turn up the heat on this dance. This looks awesome. Oh, okay. Let's see. What is my... going to be a good song? It's going to be an 18.
Do you want me to roll performance too?
I mean, are you trying to impress someone with your dancing?
Violet,
I just want to dance.
If you're just dancing, no need.
Okay.
I rolled a 21. If not everyone is impressed.
Claire's impressed.
On the
Nobody
lute,
expected the orc to be this nimble on her feet.
on the lute is just like doo 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 doo. It's like you can dance if you want to.
Matters not in the group. Anyway.
You can leave your friends behind because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, no friend.
Do I have to roll for an athletics check to wrestle with Yigra?
Proposing strength or athletics to see who's stronger. You are.
And I got an 11.
Beat your 9. She staring over at Violet, dancing now with Clara, like.
No, she's distractible.
I feel bad for the win now.
You just got like a mirrored image in this tavern where we're like one person's eyeing Violet angrily and one person's eyeing Clara angrily.
That's so cute. I love
And
it.
one person is eyeing them both happily.
Yeah, and then after that, I will get up and grab some rando and start dancing as well.
Wow.
I was thinking of rolling just to see if I faceplant again. Because I have proficiency in performance now.
Ooh.
Because the drunken master gave it to me for some reason.
Do you
Yeah. That's an 11.
I like to think Thana decides to spontaneously join in song sometime. Just jump in and
yeah,
not like she knows the words, she just likes to sing.
Patience enjoys this ice cream, but he eventually gets his fill, and he goes up onto the dance floor.
Yeah, staying with dances. And
he's
hard nuts appears. She's like, hey.
Oh yeah, no, I dance.
And he is dancing to impress with a 17 on his performance.
This is some jamming music.
She didn't eat shit and break a table like last time.
Are there I'm looking around? Do we have trees planted in the area around here, like in the walkways?
Potted plants, or
or any kind of just urban greenery here, like urban greenscape stuff,
or
in the
outside.
Tavern, the new ones.
No, outside. I thought we were outside.
No, we're inside.
Inside and outside.
Oh,
they're the only place on the street that you really see that is outside of.
Whatever. It's all right. It's okay. It didn't have to be trees. I was just looking for something convenient to hang this on.
Really dense branch.
I mean,
really green.
No, what I was gonna say is since we're going in and out and just kind of wandering around and everything, at some point during the evening, as it starts to maybe wear on and the lights start to go down a little bit, as we kick off into a new number, he's gonna cast Fairy Fire on the face of the building, and just light the whole thing up in purple and blue and green, moats.
I feel like we should have done that ahead of time so that we draw even more people in, but
well, that's what you do it when it starts to get dark, is because it's not as impressive. It's in daylight.
That's true.
Also, it doesn't last for all that long.
And the party probably goes on for a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't get good business after this, I don't know what else to do.
Flyers.
Marketing.
I didn't print enough pamphlets.
Do you want to say that again, Alexis? Both of our Zooms just farted out.
I was just saying, if after this party we don't have good business around here, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Buy ads on the Magic Radio or something.
I mean, they do have newspapers here.
Yeah, Claire. I think that Claire is a little nervous because this music is very different from what she's seen.
Yeah, it's so scandalous.
I mean, she was in the rough part of town, so scandalous is not really an issue.
Well, now you're in the Rogh part of town.
God.
That's got to be your slogan now.
People are touching when they dance?
How long ago were you born? Was it 200 years, we said?
220, I think she said.
Nice.
I want to say with a 21, I can lead her without anyone falling over.
Yeah.
Even though it's a new dance.
But
and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Hey, don't tell Rouge, but I'm kind of don't want to perform right now. I really haven't performed even back in the old days. Oh,
it happens. In
that case, just let's keep dancing until the night passes away.
So my passive perception is 16. Just saying.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're playing, 3 strings is playing, everyone's rowdy. They can talk under their breath.
Pew, 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 shut down.
I mean, I think I mentioned that she, was, gonna do her first performance, the night she died, so...
Oh. Near the... Yeah, so... Because of the time frame and stuff, is anyone going to do anything else? If not, we can start the next morning.
I was going to say, Rogh is definitely not going to take her absentation from performing personally. He is, however, a little concerned that he might have overstepped and hurt her feelings.
Yeah, I was going to say that Violet would comfort her and be considering your circumstances, you're doing really well, Hey. I know I'm joking about the clothes, but you're doing good considering everything. And look at you, you're dancing like a bird.
Thanks. I don't understand how this. Thank you. You're a really good teacher.
So next morning.
I forgot to do it. I assume we probably would have done it a day or so ago, but each of us gets 35 gold from the sale of the
35, jeez.
from the spell book.
We pawned a sale book.
I was about to say, wait, did you charge people for tonight? How dare you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So you wake up in the morning, you go down to the main area, you see a leaf dragging a few bodies out. They're not dead.
That evening, after
like...
everybody left, I'm gonna break out the booze that I made for the first time and see how terrible it tastes.
Is it ready?
You just brewed it yesterday, didn't you?
I did a quick brew one.
Volo comes over.
Oh, you're still here for it. Okay, I rolled a 16. All right.
I need to put this in my new book, Volo's Guides to Bad Spirits.
Okay, you're an asshole.
Damn.
I was gonna ask you to fucking sign my book, but no, fuck you. You're a dick.
Volo casts vicious mockery.
Hey, Volo, I thought that you sold us this house.
Of the chandelier.
I got it.
I don't even know how he got there.
Volo becomes a dick drunk. Don't mind.
Apparently.
Can I have some?
I will share it with him.
Floon's just like... It's good.
I think you need to go home, buddy.
Yeah, I know that this used to be your house, but you sold it. You can go home.
Floon's like, who? Volo's like,
it was Volo's house, and I don't think he lived here.
Volo's like,
I'm just giving him shit.
Good party.
It is like 3 a.m, Volo. Go home.
He's like, yes, go home.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
He lives out of taverns. Yeah, he's probably actually staying at the Yawning Portal.
How silly.
Yeah, so next morning.
Durnan just carries him on his shoulder one-handed.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, essentially, like I said, the next morning, there's 2 or 3 people just asleep under the tables. Floon. He's the main one. He's just kind of like...
rolled them out of the...
Hey, he might have a lot of...
This is standard procedure. She worked at a tavern.
Question. Would a 12 make Yegra not angry with Violet anymore?
Under normal circumstances, probably not. But with alcohol involved, it's fine. So,
while you're like trying your new brewed beer, Violet is walking Yegra out from upstairs.
Oh,
everything's fine again.
Where did Patience go?
Into the ice cream cart.
Patience,
he just feet up from the car.
Patience probably helps you. Drag the bodies out.
You're pretty good at this.
Yeah, so Floon. So next morning, Floon's outside on the street.
Oh shit! We don't even know we have anything to do because I don't think Rogh told us about the mission.
No, but he'll do that once everybody gets up and awake and gets their coffee.
Yeah.
And donut.
Coffee is good.
And not coffee for Patience.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, wait. Okay, so I walk out Yegra and bring back coffee and donuts for everyone.
Yay!
I don't know why I didn't see this before, as he has on his scarf and he's got on black framed glasses while he's drinking his pumpkin spice latte. He's just like,
I'm pretty sure you had it
Clara
last
looks
time.
pretty hip.
It's the Targaryen's pumpkin latte.
What is hip cool or like? Is that
it's a part of your body above your leg?
I know this, but like I don't. Why am I hip?
He appreciates your looks.
Well,
He thinks you look cool or interesting.
Yeah, as you guys
Unusual.
talking and stuff, you just see Floon like. Ugh.
He thinks you have hips.
I mean, I do have hips. That is true. I have 2 of them.
Yes, you are no longer a
Give
ghost.
him 2 beers.
So yeah, as we're waking up and getting our coffee on, I'll go ahead and relay the message that I picked up from 3 Strings about the monster and that poor woman's place. Uza, was it? Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll suggest that maybe we might want to go find ourselves some mischief today.
I'm cool with that. I haven't had a fight in a while. Do you know what kind of monster it is?
No, she just said it was horrible.
Okay, cool. All right, I guess we're going to Trades Ward.
Sure, I have nothing else to do.
Saddle up.
Okay, let me just pick up my uniform.
And I'll make sure that we each have our Harper's pin on us or around.
I just set the image, like, she was wearing just like, the like massively oversized shirt. But this is massive because she's 7 feet. It's a 10.
Yes, excellent.
So she's like, I'm just gonna go into.
It's actually a nightgown, but like because she's so big, it's just cuts
looks
up
like a shirt.
right where it needs to.
Whoa, what did I miss?
You go away
The
for 2
morning
seconds.
after, it's fine.
Are we gonna go monster hunting?
You can
Monsters?
just leave that on. I'm totally okay with that.
A little bit modesty is in place.
Someone says monster hunting, and you just hear like in the upstairs, just like down the hallway, like dun, 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 down the stairs, and Patience. He just has on like his pants, and his shirt isn't even on all the way yet. He's just like starting to get it on.
Just like,
I
yes,
think
monster
he's ready to
hunting.
go.
Yeah. Let's go kick some monster ass.
Grand. Let's go.
Where's that?
We'll head to. It's in Trades Ward, so it's not that far away from us. It's just one ward south. of here.
Nope.
He already
Clara
ran out the door when he said
Clara
trades word.
grabs him before it goes.
Oh,
What my AC is 14.
Well, my
what's your initiative?
initiative is +3.
Okay, so you are quicker than me.
Yeah, she just.
Just slightly though.
I think-
nice.
I
We go
think
together,
honestly,
you doofus, or otherwise you're gonna get killed. Do you want that?
No.
I'm gonna put you down, and you're not gonna run away because then I will punch you.
And he immediately
Okay.
takes off.
She puts him down.
So, you guys make it down eventually, right? To Sorn and Salabar Street.
Yeah, that was before the coffee. I assume somebody gets some coffee immediately after that.
As we're walking, Rogue's going to remark to Clara, it's like, I think the best thing about having you around to join our little group here is that our Violet can say her spells.
Glad to be of service.
We're glad I'm glad to have you.
Yeah, Violet does seem to use her spells a lot. He says now he's in hipster mode.
God, it's so weird. I don't like it. It's like he's broken.
So, as Hipster and the rest of the party, you go and you make it to Fosun's Folly, which is where you were told Uza is. And when you go in, you do see a Mulani female kind of crying in the corner over a cup of something.
I guess we'll approach.
Excuse me, madam.
Is that generic coffee I see?
Is that generic coffee?
Damn it.
Patient, why?
Very nice rosé.
I think I need to draw hipster patience now.
We're
Definitely.
Is that fair trade?
we're here about a monster.
No one
In the
believes me.
bookshop?
There's a monstrous orb of many eyes chasing my cat, Philippa.
Monstrous orb, many eyes.
Would I know that it's a beholder thing?
Didn't we run
did
into
encounter
a gazer at one point?
We got a gazer down in the sewers.
Little baseball-sized, cute little adorable thing that we just smited.
It's like this big. And when she describes that, all the party except for Clara, who didn't encounter it, think it might be a gazer.
Yep.
Remind me, was it the gazer that super fucked me up?
No,
that was the brain thing. Yeah.
The thing that devours something. I can't remember.
Yeah, the thing that fucking ate my brain.
But nobody believes me because they say I tell a lot of tall stories. Like the one time I met Elemenster and he went to bed with me.
Okay, later.
Well, we believe you about the monster.
We'll go check it out.
Is the door unlocked?
Here's the keys.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you give us like what color is the door, just so we know exactly which house it is?
It's the one with my name on it saying Urza's Bookshop.
Okay, sure. Well, you just wait here. We'll be back.
Thank you. Good, Rosie. So you go to her shop?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
And you
He's
guys
so needy right now. Yeah.
Hey.
Chorizo has decided to become an armrest. He's parked himself under my elbow.
Oh, Jesus. Look at his toy next to you.
As we get to the shop and stuff, are there windows and all that?
Rip.
Rip sock.
Go get it.
Wasn't that where the squeaker was?
Oh, no.
He might have ate it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, well, he at least went to the bathroom this morning, so at least it's not stuck inside of his gut.
You have the most comedic fart noises.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
I'm joking.
Oh, I'll go get it.
So, as you guys are...
You'll know when the dog deals it, then.
No.
Oh, he did eat it, apparently.
In front of it. Okay, just trying to get the mood again.
I don't even see what that is.
That was the squeaker. It was all torn to shreds.
Anyway, so you guys go in, and you hear noises coming from the third floor. You hear, like, gazer sound. Oh, there's actually gazer sound somewhere.
I was gonna say you have a button for that. Right?
It's like gazer.
Gazermon.
Patience, I choose you.
You stab.
Patience.
Fastball.
Patience. I don't know. Patience is like...
Just throw patience at him.
Is that your dad again?
Yes. Give me a second.
That
was my heart again.
I heard that Rogh was going to go look in the windows. Did you see any?
The universe is on pause, so we don't know what we're seeing anymore.
Well, I didn't know whether he had answered you.
I was asking about the windows, because I was thinking of casting Thaumaturgy just to open them.
That's probably smart.
But, and let it out?
We snuck in anyway. So well, let's go and ask Clara. So, how was the night last night? Did you enjoy the party?
It was really fun. I mean, it was definitely like wild. I haven't seen that much bodies touching in a while. But,
oh yes, well, they tend to do things more out in the open nowadays.
And to be fair, Northward is a little bit more classy, sort of. It's rowdier down in the other
when
wards.
did that happen?
Somewhere in the past 200 years. It's where my family's house is as well. Like they're like basically around the corner.
Is it because all the churches are here?
For one of reasons, but I mean, a lot of the houses have plumbing. There's street lights. I mean, it's very pleasant.
It's nice. It's way nicer than it used to be. There's
And
like
there's
an
ice
actual
cream.
road now.
Yeah, even though like for some reason people still insist on carrying the cows through the streets, but not using the industrial streets. But
Yeah.
You build it, but not everyone uses it.
Did you enjoy the party?
Oh yes, it was nice to just unwind because you kind of missed us stressing over renovating the tavern for like 2 weeks. So it was very pleasant to not do that for a while. And I have to say, you're a quick learner. I'm hoping you're gonna stay with us.
I don't know. We'll see.
So, in the house, you hear geyser sounds and cat sounds from the 3rd floor.
And cat sounds. Oh, it's so good.
Oh gosh, that must be
just
horrible.
Trixie's funny little meow.
I'm presuming screeching.
Hey, there's the cat.
That's cat.
Terrifying.
It's my cat Garfield when he gets mad at me. How about that?
So,
Yeah, that's right. I guess we go in the front door.
Patience immediately starts running in towards the stairs as he hears the commotion going on the 3rd floor.
right.
And
So
I'll
you
be
go
right
up,
behind him.
And you basically see this orb that you know as the geyser flying around, shooting its beams, and this cat just jumping over books and just evading it like a pro. But is so far not engaged the geyser.
Is there like a doorway separating this room from the rest of the house?
Essentially, you just go up to the 3rd floor, and it's kind of
It's all
open where the cat and stuff is.
So they have access to the whole house.
Patient's eyes glow white, and he says, "Halt, evildoer."
Because I was wondering if there's a room that I could stuff the cat in for now.
If you do, you essentially have to go up, and the geyser's going to see you.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to barbecue the cat while we're trying to fight it.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask about. Oh, yeah.
Because the geyser sees other things, and it's just
God damn it.
15.
Or
11.
17 on my initiative.
9.
Hey, me too. I've got a +3. How about you?
Same.
All right, roll off.
and Rogh got 11,
I got a nat
15.
20.
Yeah,
Okay, you
15.
beat me.
15.
It was me with an 11.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. So who rolled off higher?
I did.
Okay. So
That's terrifying.
And
The
Patient,
battle music from the Sirenscape is quite something.
Perfect.
and 17 for me.
all right.
Hello.
The geyser goes first. As it's trying to kill this cat, it's like, well, as you've been hearing. It turns around and sees Patience basically coming up with glowing white eyes like, die, geyser. Oh, sorry, hipster. That's not cool, man.
No, wasn't it like stop evildoer or something?
So it will. Oh, I've got my dice. It will.
Oh shit, it goes first?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck us.
So, will save. Wisdom save. Oh, will save.
Oh, we all know I'm good at those.
First, a wisdom save.
Nice. 4.
All right. So you get hit by this purplish beam, and you just feel.
Question: is he within 5 feet of me?
I think
He can be.
Because I have to remember, I have the fighting style protection. If someone's getting attacked within me, 5 feet within me, he gets a disadvantage.
I don't think it works on a save.
Save. It's not a
If it was a spell attack, it would have worked.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but like it's a laser beam. I want to say it would stop
protection works. I don't know if protection works against ranged weapons.
It says. Oh, okay. No, that's my.
It doesn't work on things that require.
But either way, it wouldn't have worked.
It's only things that require attack rolls.
Attacks a target. Doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's any attack, but it's a saving throw.
Technically, it's not an attack according to mechanics. It's an ability activating.
So a piss yellow beam hits you, and you're frightened.
Halt!
Again.
Turns around and runs away.
Make a dex save. Patience.
At disadvantage because I'm frightened?
Whatever.
I don't think that does that.
No, that's disadvantage on attack rolls. That's right. 15.
All right. So even though you're scared, you get hit by this blue beam, and you feel like it pushing you, but you don't get pushed off your feet. And the gauger's just like, and it's patient's turn. So you cannot get close to him. You can't approach.
Patience says to himself, eyes still glowing. He puts his hand out, and revealing itself with light in his hand, a long sword appears of celestial nature. And he says, I stand in the sunset, O Lord of Swords, seeking your wisdom in the last ray of light, as he casts lesser restoration on himself. And he gets rid of the frightened, and that's his turn.
Hella.
And now
Okay. Then I can save my heroism at least.
Yeah, that's good.
Rockster.
Oh, you great fucking flying meatball. You couldn't even scare Patience for 5 fucking seconds. What good are you? Just mockery.
Justice shows no fear.
That's a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Ooh, that's its best one. And it's still got a 5.
Yeah, that means it. So he's going to be disadvantaged on his next attack roll, and he is going to take all 4 of those psychic damage.
He's just like, "Ugh."
He has a big head, so he now has a big headache.
Little tear comes out of like the fear eye stalk.
Also, who's next in the line?
Violet.
Violet is? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clap Violet on the back and give her some bardic inspiration. Says, you're up, lass.
Don't have to tell me.
So you got yourself a D6 of the bardic inspiration you can use, or not.
Okay, and okay, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike from my F spells. And I'm going to slap it with my maul. Let's see. God damn it. I rolled a 1. Is it worth if I roll the bardic on top of that, or just no?
One's auto miss.
Oh well, that's my turn.
Swing, it moves out of the way. You slam down on a board, and the cat was on the other side, and the board flies up. The cat's like,
no, I'm imagining like the opposite. Like the cat like runs in front, and I'm like, oh no, shit, I can't hit the cat.
Next is Clara.
Okay. I'm going to get hit with my swords.
All right.
That's a 16 on the first one and a 6 on the second one.
First one hits. Second one, you're like, I'm a little rusty after 200 years. A little rusty.
Oh, great. 12 points of damage.
You said 12?
12.
Hey.
Wait.
What weapon are you using?
Hold on. Let me make sure I do this right.
And also, what's your strength?
Might be Dex.
Or dex?
I'm using 2 rapiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, it's not 12, it's 11.
Technically,
It's how much?
11.
I don't know that you can technically wield 2 rapiers at the same time by the
No, without a
rules.
feat. But
Oh,
anyway, one rapier
Next
is
time.
enough to, rapiers the rapier. So, you just run up, stab it straight through the eye, and you just hear, that little quiet as it.
God damn it! As I make it up the stairs as it falls down. Fuck it! I'm getting a. We're going to get into a bar fight sometime today.
Okay.
As Dana gets up, the cat just goes. Meow!
Oh God! Is it
Did I
angry?
kill it?
Yeah, you super killed it.
It's like one of those small munchkin-like cats.
Oh, it's so cute with the tiny little legs.
I love it. Yeah, so
Was not expecting it to go down this quick.
Well, the last one you went down pretty quick too. So.
all right then. I was expecting a bigger fight. I'm all ramped up now.
Me fucking too.
You want to go start a fight and
I mean,
in the yawning
you probably
portal?
shouldn't get arrested right after having had the awesome PR of the party.
I mean, I can arrest you.
I mean, I'd rather not, like, at all, but, you know. I mean, you can always see if there's something else that anybody has a mission for us.
Patience squats down and puts a hand out to the cat in a friendly gesture.
That was the other thing. Is Cat still freaking out while I'm holding it?
At first, but it calms down.
Oh, okay.
Especially when it sees Patience, it jumps down and goes over it.
Oh,
Starts. It looks at you, and there's this knowing your brother, descendant of devils. You know, and it starts licking your.
I got an 18 on animal handling, if that matters.
Ooh.
It allows you.
I heard
3
something real
People
bad.
fights.
I'm sorry.
Yes, this cat allows you 3 pets in a
And
bite,
then it bites the shit out of you.
as opposed to the typical 2 in a bite.
As per protocol.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
that was certainly easy. I guess we can go back and report a successful extermination.
I guess we
Although,
should look around and make
yeah,
sure
I
there's
think
no other monsters.
We should probably see how it got in. I'm gonna head down to the
Maybe
main
check,
floor
like, the
and
basement?
yeah, I'm gonna investigate and see if I can figure out where it got in or how.
I got a 10 on an investigation.
Ooh, I got 21.
Ooh.
I'm just looking for a cellar door.
Well, as you search the premises, you do find in the basement a relatively large kind of hole that might lead down to where the sewers are. Looks like it's just started as maybe like a rodent hole and just got bigger with time, and the geyser probably came up to there.
I'm not opposed to looking down there, seeing if that thing had any siblings.
Aye.
You could barely put your head.
Ow.
Patience holds up the corpse of the geyser and casts sacred flame on it. Cremate it completely in holy fire.
God.
Nice.
Oh, we could have made like a cool like
Was
taxidermy
that
of that.
necessary? That smells. Oh my gosh.
Not for long.
It smells like burnt apricots.
Well, I mean, it could be
Actually
worse.
not bad.
Well, it's radiant damage. It's not fire damage. So would that still be like a burning smell, or would it be?
Oh, I
like,
guess then it wouldn't smell.
vaporize it.
Might be why it's
Yeah, just rub
Whoosh.
fair.
Well, it's radiation more so. So you, how does radiation dissolve?
Gives it cancer.
It's like it gets all deformed and stuff before it
More deformed, you
disintegrates.
mean?
It like bleaches it and then it just crumbles to dust.
Grows like 3 extra eye stalks. All right. Well, can one of us fit a head inside of this hole?
The smallest head of the group is.
Either Patience or Thana.
You have to stop and think about it.
Horns.
At first, I was like Thana, but then I realized dwarfs are stocky and have thick skulls.
It's probably me.
Yep.
It's probably Rogh. He's the smallest without horns.
And I have dark vision, so I can stick my head down there and not have to use a light.
We all have dark vision, except for Clara.
Well,
So
yes.
you think without some kind of grease, it might be a little bit of a pain coming back out of your head if you put it into the hole.
Does it look like we would have any way of knowing if we could get into the actual sewer portion from the street level without having to climb through holes?
There's probably some sort of sewer entrance at some point that you could find, because they're relatively regularly placed for the sewer and the dung sweepers and everything.
That would be my suggestion.
We have done the task that we have been sent to do. And then, as he says that, the sword dissipates. And as the sword dissipates, his eyes turn back to normal. He's like, that was fun.
He is really weird, you guys. Is that, like, can you tell me, is that normal for Devil?
No, that's abnormal.
It's a relatively new development.
The cow's like, yeah.
The cow talking to him, that's normal though. That happens all the time.
I got it.
Just same cow following you everywhere in the city.
It's teamed up with that horse.
It's like following our progress. You're like, I'm watching you. Harper's drinking.
I'm watching you develop.
All right, so do we want to go sewer cruising for a fight, or do we want to go back and tell Urza that her house is safe?
Ooh, a fight sounds
I'm gonna
fun.
tell
He says, contradicting the statement he just said before.
Violet's gonna go tell the poor lady that she can stop crying.
Yeah.
She's like, you go back. She's like, you saved my cat. Thank you. This is so wonderful. Here, take the spell book.
Oh my!
Thank you. Very gracious of you.
Can I look at that, Thana, before you tuck it away?
One of us really needs to multi-class into wizard.
I'm going to be able to pick up, magical secrets later, but I don't
unless you
magic yet. Can I make it sense of it or not?
Not really. It's kind of like reading, Greek to you.
Mm-hmm.
You think after some time you could decipher it because you're a bard and that's what you do.
Right.
But just perusing through it, you're like, it's all Greek to me. Or sorry, it's all Thayan to me.
I'm gonna ask her. It's like, we don't really have much use for spell books. Any idea how much we're gonna be able to sell something like this for?
4 first level spells, 3 second level spell price.
Okay, 4 first, 3 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
not for nothing, but we are doing a brisk trade in spell books lately.
yeah. Almost the same amount as your last one.
Yeah, about we'll look it up and do the math, and we'll sell it later.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe decide to get some scrolls out of this one.
Maybe, yeah. Instead of just cash.
Now what do you do? What do you do?
What are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking we need to report back to the Harpers and let them know what we found.
I'm thinking we need to go have a bar brawl because I'm antsy.
Yeah, let's
This
do
is
it.
the second one of these things that we found in the sewers, though.
This is indicative of a larger pattern. We might want to let the black staff know that we found a second one of these things too.
I would say let's investigate, see if we see any more, see if we see any indication that there are more of these things around, and then go tell the Harpers, and then maybe go tell the black staff. Because, I mean, how useful is it going to be? Like, hey, we found another gazer. And she asks, well, are there more? I don't know. Where are they coming from? I don't know.
That's what we intend to find out.
Yeah.
So you guys going to investigate that, and we will be stopping actually because of the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unfortunately, and next week you will do investigation. Paladin will meet with her sister. A few more holidays, and then zoom through a few things.
Sweet.
To get to the actual adventure finally.
How soon are we to the opening, do you think?
You are 3 days away from your grand opening.
Hella.
So 5 sessions.
It's fair.
Yeah, especially considering there's a holiday day between those.
Oh, yeah, no.
So 6.
It's because someone was like, I wanted to see the holidays. So I made
like
it to
holidays.
where there's holidays so you guys can note before the game. Yep.
I mean, they're good. I like that.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
So, 1, 2, 3.
Also, I'm going to regret eating that ice cream later today.
Oh.
It's a little early to be eating ice cream.
Yeah.
It's too early to eat ice cream.
What time is too early to eat an ice cream? I'm sorry.
There is no such thing.
The time when you have too much sugar in the morning and you crash at mid-afternoon.
You just supplement with more sugar.
It's noon here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you still have the whole Sunday before you.
That is true. At least it's a Sunday.
Meanwhile, here, daylight savings times, it's already night at fucking 5.
What better on a Sunday than to have a Sunday? It just never let me play a bard. Like, if any of you guys have me as a player and I'm like, I'm gonna be a bard, you're like, nope, you're not in the campaign anymore. Goodbye.
Fun fact,
Absolutely,
Sundays are
please.
called Sundays because they try to get people to go to church by bribing them with ice cream.
That sounds like a church I wouldn't mind joining.
I mean,
honestly.
Patience would go.
So, with that, we end the session for the day. Next week, like I said, holiday, investigation more for gazers, other things you do. So that gives you some time. Be grand opening of your place soon. Maybe Violet will figure out what's going on with her family. Because
Maybe.
that meeting is
Oh, yeah.
I'm really curious at this point.
And anyone has any plugs they need to plug?
Don't think so.
Is there there is not Dungeon Academy today, that's correct. Never mind.
I'm so sad. I'm not gonna be able to play Dungeon Academy for like a month.
Oh, no.
We have our game for a month.
Oh yeah, okay. So Friday on the same channel, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be playing Retroverse, and we'll be next session will be this big, epic fight with a neon dragon, and we'll see how that goes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll be fine and Hertz won't die at all.
And then they can finally
Definitely.
escape from the Halloween special module.
Yay! Finally.
And
And they can
then-
go back to the hellscape that is Anima.
No, we're
and
leaving
then-
Autumn after that. That's the thing.
That Saturday is also the day you'll be joining Blake and Jesse and Scott for his steampunk game, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I and Katrina won't be in it. We're going
Yeah, we
to
have a thing.
Double Dare special at near us. It's actually Double Dare with Mark Summers. They're at the arena near us.
Are you going to get slimed?
I don't know. But hopefully I can get my book signed. I like Double Dare.
Oh, yeah, we have to find that.
It's just something I love loving.
You don't need to explain. We get it.
I'm sure you guys are gonna have a good time with my new character.
Oh, I can't wait to meet
I
her.
was just saying, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you've come up with this time.
She's a cutie. I love her.
And then does Alexis have anything?
Hello,
So
I'm
you have
Warlock.
your Blades in the Dark game, right?
Yeah, I usually play Blades in the Dark Mondays, and right now is when it comes to RPG Lab, since we are gonna start the Numenera of the second season soon, but we wanted to do a horror thing. One of our players is gonna run a one-shot of City of Mist next Wednesday.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm gonna play Flicker, who is literally Tracer, not Tracer, not trademark.
Cool.
I like it.
Is Written in Stone episode coming out this week?
Yes, I'm gonna have to kill myself trying to edit the 4-hour session, but Halloween special on Halloween is gonna be super exciting and definitely not gonna cry.
Yay! Yeah.
I was nice to you. Don't even start.
Mega-chan.
You got it easy.
I know.
Yeah.
I won't next session, but yeah. All right.
Okay.
So we're good.
We can
Yeah. Have a good afternoon, everyone.
Guys.
Ciao.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.